What's up, everybody, and welcome to a very special episode of the XP Podcast. This is a fantasy special 2024 mid-year review, is what I'm going to call it, because I decided to. I'm your host, Mike Z, head of Ponyboy Studios, and joining me along this fantasy journey of ours, he is the owner and operator of Useless Trivia Incorporated, the man, the myth, the legend, the personification of Thor himself, Big Daddy DJ. What's going on, man?
Going on?
How is how's life? So we'll start with the life questions before we get into the gaming questions.
Just a blast.
Okay,
We're
go ahead.
4 months away from kid number 2, 5 months away from kid number 2 being born. So
God damn.
prepping
That's
for
crazy.
that, and then just trying to not have everything blow up. So
I mean, yeah, that's
being an
life,
adult is
right?
fun.
Yeah. That's like, believe me, I'm going through my own adult shit right now too. So, all right, free from his copyright claim battle with Bungie, he returns from the fires of Destiny. I screwed that up. My bad. It's the owner and operator of Digital Dreams Interactive, Mr. Pinball Worthy Morgan. What's going on, man?
Hey, I'm doing pretty good. I'm done coaching for now for about probably 3 weeks to maybe a month. Then I start coaching. Probably just gonna help coach football, and then go do whatever chilling stuff I gotta do with my girl Jenna.
The sentence of "Hey, being doing good done here" is the most worthy sentence to the question that I proposed I've ever heard. So that's like, I don't know, that just works. So all
Yeah.
right, join us at the top left of your screen, the newest member of the XP crew, and now the official full-time co-host of the XP podcast. He's the worst teammate on Call of Duty in all FPS history. He's now upgraded to Mr. Frodo Baggins. It is Andrew S. What's going on, man?
I don't like that new nickname.
Hey, why'd you hood up, huh? Why'd you hood up, huh?
Because of
Why
my
you in a
hair.
hoodie?
I can't get my hair straight, man. I can't get
It's
the look
96
going.
where we live. Why do you have a hoodie on?
I got a fan going, man. It's cold in here.
All right, Frodo, what's up, man?
I can't. I lost my voice, so I'm gonna sound a little different this episode, but it's okay because all the boys are here, so that makes it a little bit better.
It's all good, man.
Um,
I appreciate the throat game. Thank you.
yeah.
I'm in the mood today, folks. Here we go. All right, last and certainly not least, the head honcho of the King of Delays Incorporated. He is the Birdman himself, Logan B, making his return to the XP podcast. You can't see him, but he's in the ether, so now you can hear him.
Yes, I am. As you can tell, I'm not visible for you. But good to be back a little bit. Been very busy. As you probably have seen the last two episodes. Yeah, I am. I am pretty much retired in a sense. I am. Obviously come back every so often, edit, thumbnails whenever Mike asks me to or lets me know ahead of time. But yeah, no, work's been awesome. Summertime is the worst time for what I do as a job. Everyone and their mother wants some kind of sign or something done, and everyone is like a kid or a family at Disney World where they just can't freaking wait. And it's like, maybe we should start selling fast passes, maybe shit like that. So then people will get over their whole, like, oh, we deserve to get our sign made before them. It's like, no, you don't. But, yeah, everything's pretty good. Playing a lot of games, per the usual. Yeah. So,
Yeah, cool.
back at you.
We'll get into the games in a little bit. A sneak peek of what we got going on out here for this episode for everybody out there. We're gonna give our top 3-ish played games. Games played. Jesus, I'm rusty. Games played this year. I have 5. I don't really care what everyone else does. DJ is gonna give you an in-depth diatribe on his punishment from losing the fantasy league last year, the Lord of the Rings Gollum. It's been a journey for him here, so I'm excited to get into that. Then we're going to give you a mid-year in-review update going through that said Fantasy Critics League. all the games we've picked up, the games that got scored, who's in first, who's in last, who's looking good, who's looking bad, everything in between. And then we'll update you on the predictions battle series that we do along with the fantasy critics. It's been an up and down year, and I changed some things, which now is causing me to try to figure things out, but I'm a little bit behind. Everyone's like sporadic with that. People haven't predicted, so I'm trying to keep it fair, but we're gonna try to fix that here and now. That's what we're gonna do today. But for yeah, the throat game's on point, huh? All right, but let's get into the episode, guys. If you didn't know, this is in fact the fantasy special of the XP Podcast, a mini series where all of us here at the Experience Point sit down throughout the year and talk about our fantasy league for video games, all the new releases, how they scored, and any games we picked up throughout the team, and generally what we've been doing. If you enjoyed this, please do us a favor and check out the regular XP Podcast, our bi-monthly now video game and pop culture news podcast, where Andrew and myself sit down with y'all and talk about all the news stories and happenings inside and out of the video game world. We post a new episode every other Monday, so you can listen to it whenever you want, or as long as you want. You can find us eventually on most of the popular podcasting services. That's still incoming. Andrew and I are working on financials, but until we do, check us out over on Patreon, where you get to be a part of our weekly discussions and give us your opinions on everything we talk about and everything we don't. You'll also be able to find all of the uploads there with links to the video episodes now. I figured that out. It wasn't hard, but I just never figured it out. So I got that going now. So you can get everything over on the Patreon if you want to. If you're interested, please head on over to patreon.com and search Experience Point, spelled capital X, capital PERIENCEPOINT. However, if you don't have any money to send our way, don't worry. We still love and appreciate you for listening to us and being a part of what is hopefully a growing community. You can also go over to our YouTube channel where you can get this show and all of our shows in video format. If you do, please don't forget to give us a like, share, subscribe, and hit that notification icon so you can be aware of everything we post when we decide to post it. And big shout out, there's not a lot of you, but in the 2 episodes that we've come back from our extended break and almost retirement, but figured it out kind of in a way, we've actually had the 2 highest viewed videos that we did in all of like 6 months last year. So thank you to whoever's out there is watching and listening. That's awesome. I can't wait to keep doing this. And we have another show in the works. Just got to get everybody to sit down and fill out a fucking spreadsheet if they get a chance to. But we're working on that behind the scene. With all that out of the way, though, let's get into the show proper. We begin, as we always begin here, with what is and for will be known as the rundown, where we catch up on all things pop culture that we've been doing, whether it be gaming, TV shows, movies, books, comics. It doesn't matter to us because we like it all and love to talk about it. And this is where we are going to do our top 5. If there's any other game you want to mention, just throw it in there. I don't really care, but I'm going to mention my top 5. And some of you guys we haven't heard of for months, so you can throw in whatever you want and talk about you want. But then just, I don't know, say this is my second rank whenever you get to. So we're going to go to, I don't know, who looks best today? Well, y'all are pretty shitty. So we'll go to the one we can't see. Logan, you're up first, man.
Wow, thank you. I know I look so great today. Well, wait, we're going to top 5 games. Is that what you're saying? Right?
We haven't heard from you forever, so you can just do whatever you want. But yeah, if you want to name your top 5 games or go one by one.
Well, I'll go for one right off the bat for me, and it's not a game, but it's a DLC, and you may have heard of it recently. But it's Elden Ring: Shadow of the Erd Tree. It's pretty much a game, and I just beat it recently.
The headshake's crazy.
Fucking great, dude. That game is fucking great. It is so good. Oh man, yeah. I don't really know much more to say about it. It's, if you like Elden Ring, then it's Elden Ring 2, basically. It literally is that big. It's crazy how much content's in it, and the thing is, I still am finding new things in it. And I just beat the last boss yesterday, so yeah, it's fucking awesome. So good. Love it.
I have a funny story about Elden Ring, right? So it was on sale,
Yep.
right? And I bought it. And I'm like, oh, Logan's going to be so happy when I start playing this. I deleted it from my console and booted up MLB The Show instead. So that's me as a gamer right
Of course.
now. I just don't. Look,
I would say if you get it on PC, dude, we could play it together. You can get the co-op mod, like I said.
I don't want a co-op mode. I don't want to play anything with anybody, honestly.
Oh yeah.
I hate everybody in my life, so.
Oh yeah, sure.
But no, that's look. I recognize Elden Ring's greatness. It's the best. It's the best game this generation, like hands down. There's not even really a contender other than maybe God of War Ragnarok. But even I think Elden Ring's better and more popular just because of what it did for the industry. But I just don't care to play it. And I was like, I don't know. I'm in
That's
my
fair.
like.
You know,
I
it's
want
not
to
for
just chill out
everyone.
and play video games. I don't want to fucking sweat. I do that enough
It's
outside.
really not as much sweating as you think. Again, I don't really like much Souls-like games. You know, like there are certain games I just like. For example, I would never play Sekiro. I think that game looks like the biggest sweat fest of all time.
Oh,
Does not
why,
look
why?
fun at all. Um, but you know, like Elden Ring is a little bit more different, and I think it's the most accessible of all of them. Now, I will admit, the DLC is it's quite the sweat fest. I'll
I'm
tell you
glad.
that right now. It is hard.
I'd like to say something. I'm glad we're on the same page that Airtree is
Okay,
just a
move
DLC.
back from the mic. Jesus fuck, dude. Good
I know,
God.
makes
geez, you already
me
know you
hear
do.
me.
He sucked that mic so hard, just like you did. the other
Yeah, suck
time.
my
I'd like to-
yeah. Now we know why he sounds like this.
Yeah, that's why
I'd
his
like
throat
to-
hurts so much.
I'd like us to all know that Shadow the Airtree is just a DLC, not a
Well,
full
that-
game.
It didn't
Why
say
are
it
you
was a
such
full
a
game. You
hater?
can't
Yeah,
buy
you
it and
did.
play
You
without.
did. You did just say it. You did
I
just say
did
it was
say
its own
that.
game.
You're right.
I'm
Are you
just saying.
stupid?
Yes.
Are
he
you
is.
mentally? I think he is. I think what I was saying is I know it's a DLC, but I don't consider it a DLC because of how big it is and how much content is in it. It's like a 50, 60 hour DLC. That's not really much of a DLC at that point. And with how much content and how much things it adds to the game, that's where I call it almost an entire game in itself. It's actually as long as other Dark Souls games, the DLC itself. So, yeah, I do
Yeah,
consider
so-
it a game.
Eat a dick again, Andrew.
Yeah.
Fair point. Fair point.
All right, let's go down to my. Well, I guess the way you guys are viewing it, up on top of me. He's riding me right now. All right, it's the
Oh.
man with the big ass red beard, DJ. Give me one of your
Red
games.
beard.
I mean, I got a red beard, so
I mean, I literally have only played a handful of games.
that's fine. Man, we're
Played-
just gonna chill out, dude.
try-
I don't care.
tried to bash through Gollum, and I'll get into that a little bit more later, but I'm not platinuming it. One of the platinums is don't die, and the game is so buggy that there's a part of the game where if you don't die, you deserve the platinum because it like you have to like slide down and jump to avoid getting captured by a spider, and every other jump like it's time perfect, and it'll just go and no, you were a millimeter too close and kill you. So it's like no, I died 30 times in that 3-minute part of the game alone. Like the rest of the time, it's just been jump, hit the button to grab onto something, and the game just goes, "No, you didn't push that button." And it's like, "No, I'm still holding it down, so I definitely pushed it." So
All right. I'm not gonna make a like judgment call because it's a group effort, but by a raise of hand, Logan by a I don't know, a snap of a finger. I don't know. Who thinks we should change the punishment from Gollum to the Kong game from last year? Because while that's not as buggy, it is still just as shitty of a platinum.
which
We
game?
gotta have you platinum one game. The Kong Skull Island
Ooh,
thingamajigger
I got a
thing.
better one.
Oh,
I got a better one.
It's gotta be
Don't
doable in
make
6
them-
weeks with 2 kids, alright? It's gotta be
Easy,
doable.
easy. The Walking
months.
Dead game, which is made by the same people that made the Kong game.
Alright, so
You
I'm
can
gonna leave
play
it up
that
to
one,
you.
and I think you could platinum that actually in like no time.
Alright, I'm gonna leave it up to you, DJ. We're gonna relieve you from Gollum because it is so buggy, and I feel like you would do it
it's so
if it
bad.
wasn't buggy. So, but I still want you
Yeah.
to beat it and tell us about it. Alright? Can
All
you do
right.
that for us? Alright.
Yeah, I
And
can do
then
that.
Platinum one of the other shitty games that came out last year. There's a bunch of them. So
Yeah,
I think it's called Walking Dead Destinies, I think it's called.
I think something like that.
Mm,
It's
okay, yeah.
It was awful, awful.
Let me make sure it's not like some fucking 20-hour
No, it isn't. There's no way.
Platinum.
You got the right name though.
Trophy guide. It says about 10 hours. One playthrough.
I told
2
you.
that's
I
difficult.
told
Okay.
you.
Can you pull
See,
that
Easy.
and
off?
I'm at 13 on Gollum, and I think it said one playthrough is 15, but you have to do minimum 2 playthroughs to platinum it. So, nah.
Okay,
Yeah, I
fair
don't
enough,
blame
fair
you.
enough, fair enough. All right, to my left, he's been quiet. His kid's been dancing in the background every once in a blue moon. You've seen it down there. It's the pinball himself, Worthy Morgan. What's up? Give me one of your games. What have you been playing? Okay, no, before you do that, I'm
Yeah.
interested in one thing. You're a big Destiny. You're
Uh-huh.
the only Destiny guy, right? Have you played Final Shape? And is it as good as everyone says it is? From a true Destiny fan here, not from fucking
Yes.
critic people, all right? From a true
Oh,
Destiny
yeah.
Yeah,
fan.
we want the 2,000-hour man here to speak right now.
I'm gonna say it's probably not. It's a good way to end the Light Saga trilogy. Do I think it's probably as good as everybody says? No. I don't
A
think so.
92! A 92 on
Yeah,
OpenCritic,
I
which was
saw that.
wild. I'd never guessed that.
If I had to probably score it, I would give it an 8 or a 7.5 in between there. If I had to be very particular, there's some stuff they have in there that I don't like, and there's stuff in there that has made the game a lot better. But
Let me
overall,
guess, you're Prismatic. You're talking about Prismatic. Everyone says Prismatic saved the game.
Prismatic is okay. I haven't.
Oh,
I just
okay.
completed the story, and it opens up a ton of different things you can do. All I've done for the Final Shape DLC is just play the story, and I played a little bit of other stuff here and there. And the going inside the Traveler, I just feel like there should be some more stuff in there than what's in there. From playing as long as I have is 10 years, I feel like it's still missing something. I feel like for me, there's something still more to get. I would like to have. What that thing is, I don't know. I played so
I
much
was
of
to
it. There's
say,
so much
man, you're like
stuff in it. I
3,000
don't
hours
know.
in. I don't know more. I don't know what more you want from that game.
I don't know. That's what I don't know if it's just because I've played the game so long and I've seen everything it has, and they've changed so much stuff. I'm at the I'm at the point I just don't know what I want from the game anymore. It's I've played so much of it. I'm losing like I want to play it, but I don't. And it's just a tough struggle to keep playing it now. But I like playing it because I like everything about it. Because before it came out, I like playing I like playing Halo 3 on Xbox 360, and I like
Boo.
playing Call of Duty. And
I'm
for
just
me,
kidding.
that's
I like
Destiny is a
Halo.
perfect merge of those two things that I want. And Destiny's changed the stuff I've liked in it. Then they've added stuff I don't like. Then they've taken away stuff I don't like and added stuff I like. And it's a constant battle with that game, I think. But
Mm.
the Final Shape DLC was a good way to end it in my eyes. What they're gonna do
Uh,
after that, I don't know. There's a
I'll
ton
ask.
of stuff I can go into lore and everything, but
Yeah, I'll
that
ask.
would be
The one thing that again, I'm just a reader of Destiny stuff. I'm interested
yeah.
of it because PlayStation owns it and it's connected to the financials, which I read up on
Hmm.
all the time. But video game financials. So the one thing that this DLC needed to do was essentially rectify every mistake that Lightfall made. And do you think it did that in a way?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well then
I
that's
and I would
successful in a way. So,
and I don't think Lightfall was as bad as everybody said it was either.
oh, okay, well, fair enough. So,
I
yeah,
I think they were a bit too harsh on it, but you know, I didn't think it was great by no means. I didn't think it was like the worst DLC or expansion pass that ever came out.
it's not no Shadow of the Earth tree. That's what I'm saying, though, right?
Yeah. The
Damn,
biggest
there it
issue I
is.
had with Lightfall
Jeez.
was the the place that it added, Neomuna. They advertised it as being very colorful in its extravagant place, and you really couldn't travel to most of the places that you could see on the map. And it really was just it. They advertised it as like being in this neon place. It was just a dark neon tone throughout the whole thing, and it didn't have like any color. It was just bland, and it was hard for me to get through that. I when Neomuna came out, I didn't like go to any of it. I tried to avoid it at all cost because it was just so boring. That destination, but everything else that it offered, it was neat. The Strand, super ability was awesome. It was nice. It was nice to play with.
Oh, hey. That's what Andrew said last night. All right.
Interesting comment.
All right. Before I go to Andrew, I did want to throw one. I don't know why I thought about this. You're talking about first-person shooters, but is this like one of the first times, especially since we've been doing the show, but in a long time, that we're all unanimously gonna get Call of Duty this year? Because I'm in.
Oh,
And we're at
I'm
least gonna
there,
try it
so-
out.
Yeah.
I'm at
I
least
mean,
trying it out.
it's coming to Game Pass. I mean, yeah, I'll get it.
Don't care. I'm buying it. So
Mhm.
Like that's the only reason I'm getting it is because of that.
really,
So
I think it looks great. So I'll give.
no,
mine
I'm
an
not
opportunity,
saying
so-
it looks bad, but I'm just expecting something to be disappointing, and I'm thinking zombies is going to be the disappointing factor, which is my biggest reason for buying it. So I don't really give a shit about the story. I don't give a shit about the multiplayer. I give a shit is the zombies going to be good, and they always do some big change with every Black Ops or World at War or etc. Where they always make a big change to zombies, and either I really really like it and I'm obsessed with it, or I really really hate it. And I feel like Black Ops 3 and Black Ops 4, which is very controversial, I didn't like the zombies. I thought it was awful. I thought they leaned way too hard into one play style and I hated it. So I'm really worried they're going to completely change what they did in Cold War, which I thought was way better than those two games, and they're going to go back to the whole Easter egg hunt bullshit, which I hate. I hate that in zombies, where the entire map is made just for one big Easter egg hunt. That's boring. But that's just me. That's my thing I'm worried about.
With it getting worked on by everyone, I mean, I think it's hard to expect everything, but like this is a make or break year for them to really show that they're changing what it's been like the past 2 years of Modern Warfare 2 and 3. So
Yeah.
I'm hoping with everyone working on it, we get like new stuff.
I want to be wrong because I want this to be great too, because it does look great. It does have, but I'm trying to really temper my expectations because I expect mostly disappointment with Call of Duty anymore.
Andrew, I'm going to tell you, Call of Duty and Activision could make a 5 out of 10 game like they did last year, and nobody would fucking care by the time.
Oh
the next
yeah,
game
it's still
comes
gonna
out.
sell in the top
Right.
charts. Like
That's
it's
what's
still gonna be
annoying,
up there.
but it's the truth of the matter. Like it's
Well, and, like,
irritating as
last
fuck,
year's-
but
like last year's, because I got Modern Warfare 3. That was one of the 5 games I played so far this year. I played the shit out of the zombies. I enjoyed the zombies because it did get repetitive and very grindy, but I did enjoy it. Like, the thing that has pissed me off the most so far was that the campaign felt like it was 2 hours, and then right when it was like gear
that's
up
long.
and go
Then. It took
time,
you a while to get through that
they
one.
like it was
I'm
like, all
sorry.
right, gear up, let's go. We're gonna smash people in the face, and then it was like, roll the credits, and it was like, what? Like, you guys just set up for the third act, and you just said roll credits on the third act. Like, do you guys not know how to write a story? Like, what the fuck? But
Now, see, that's one that we can all agree with. That was a DLC,
Best one ever.
not
All right.
a
Yeah.
game.
yeah,
4 hours. 4 hours and 5 minutes
Yeah.
was the official timestamp of how long
No.
that
Logan,
campaign
did
took.
you like the gobble gum?
Oh, here's the thing. I like the Gobblegum. I thought that was unique. I did actually like that. They bring that back. Cool. It's
The
just
bring-
the
They are.
fact that they all
I'm
of
sorry.
the only maps I liked in Black Ops 3 were literally the remakes. That's it. I don't like that they made the actual maps just so dedicated. Like if you want the Wonder Weapon, in old Call of Duty, the best way to get the Wonder Weapon, you don't have to do 15,000 steps to get the Wonder Weapon. Instead, you go to the mystery box. Maybe you get lucky, maybe you don't. But give people the option like Cold War did that, where you can have two different ways to get the Wonder Weapon on every map. That's cool. I also thought Cold War did some really cool things with the whole like adding in kill streak stuff and the leveling up. I love progression, and when you add progression to zombies, it's like a recipe. Like it's so fucking good. I loved it. I mean, again, I was obsessed with Cold War. I thought it was great. So
I mean,
maybe
that's-
maybe they do it again. I'm hoping again. I'm really hoping I'm wrong. I want it to be great.
Gobblegum sounds like what Andrew did last night.
That's a special. No, thank you.
That's why I was
That's what they
dying over
said.
here, dude.
They said
yeah.
they are. I mean, they
That's
said
what they
are
ordered, actually.
remaking. They said they are remaking like Black Ops era maps for this one, so I'm hoping we get Map set,
It's
we
like
enjoy.
Nuketown.
What are you talking about? I love Nuke. I'm talking about the original Nuketown. If they
Dude,
remake the
Nuketown
original
fucking
Nuketown,
sucks.
I'm there. I'm there.
What,
Nuketown
Nuketown?
sucks.
You
Alright,
said?
I need
Yeah.
Die Rise
No,
back. That's what
Nuketown's
I
great.
need.
Yes, Die Rise.
I hate
Oh,
Nuketown.
you're talking about. Oh, we're talking about zombies. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
no,
I'm
that
talking about
Nuketown zombie
multiplayer,
map was
too.
a joke.
Hey,
So-
I will say one thing. I don't care how good or bad the zombies mode is in Black Ops 6. Nothing will ever top watching that man right there. I'm pointing to you, Worthy, on my screen.
Yeah.
Solo level 50 OG Black Ops zombies. It was the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen in my life, dude. I was confused. It was like I was watching an ethereal spirit. I was like, I don't actually know what's happening. I'm just watching this man sprint forever and just turn around and kill one thing. It took him hours
Yep.
to solo to level 50, and I was like, this is the craziest fucking thing I've ever seen in my
Wait,
life.
was it Kino?
Oh,
It had to have been
God.
Kino. Dude, Kino's a good, fun little
Was this in
run around
college?
the circle.
Yeah, it was when we in the suite dorm. When you and I actually roomed together.
That was Black Ops 2, wasn't it?
Was it? Oh, I
DJ?
don't know.
Yeah, that was Black Ops 2. Yeah.
Oh, so did you do town? Was it town?
Oh my. No, it wasn't Town.
If you did transit solo, God,
No,
dude, you're
it
a
wasn't
god.
Transit.
Oh my god,
Dude,
That
that's
was-
it.
Dude,
No offense,
transit was
probably not.
awful.
Probably not anymore, but back in the day, Worthy was fucking top tier at zombies, dude. He was insane,
Yeah.
man.
A
It
lot
was
of
probably
transit
it
was
could've
the
been
bus
Die
left
Rise.
me. I fell off the bus. Where these guys come back and get me? Like that. That was most of us playing transit.
I think it was Die Rise, DJ. I think it was.
Oh,
Die
the one with
Rise
the
was
one.
we
oh
could
yeah.
get set up, and we could easily, if we got guns set up and everything set up correctly, we could easily
Oh,
go past level 50, no problem.
And if the Trample Steamer worked half the time.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Black Ops 2 freaking rocked, man. I love it. Honestly, controversial take. I thought Transit was a good map, but only a good map with friends, not a
Yes.
good map solo.
I would say it
Yeah.
would be good with if you had the right people that everybody knew what they were doing.
Yeah.
It's
Because
always
then
better
there's
to
the
get
people that
fucked by
don't
the undead
watch the
together than
freaking
by
door
yourself.
and keeping it open to get the pack-a-punch. Oh, that was the worst part.
All right, well, that got out there. Andrew, give me one of your games.
What have I been doing this year? Okay. I started out playing Prince of Persia: Lost Crown. That was a game
Okay,
I
here we go.
picked up.
One game. You can't fucking follow directions. All right, give me one
Oh,
game, and then we're gonna move
Prince
on.
Of Persia. Prince of Persia, yeah. That's what I'm doing. I don't know. I picked it up and I was like, let's just see what it's like. And those games where you just go back and forth, I never enjoyed playing those types of games. Just moving side to side, and I really enjoyed playing this game.
Oh my god,
I don't know. I had some fun in the 3 hours I played it, and then I just started playing something else. But
the amount of hate that just boiled inside of me when you said all the games you go side to side. You mean how
Yeah.
literally video games came to be? Like how
Exactly,
they fucking started out? Like we
exactly.
wouldn't have gotten your shitty fucking Madden without the games that go side to side. You little twat. Sorry, that pissed me off a lot. That made me very angry.
Exactly.
Sorry, my bad.
So yeah,
My
I did have
fault.
fun playing the
Threw my
3 to
cat down.
5 hours. So I don't know. I want to go back and play it all the way through at some point. I don't want to play a whole lot right now.
All that shit, and it's your third highest scoring game. You know?
Right?
Yeah, it's crazy. All right, let me start. Well, I'll start with one of my. I'll start with the one that I really don't want to add, but I put 230 hours into it, so I feel like I kind of have to. I've played the fuck out of it because I just got in kind of a rut, and I'm like, I don't know. It feels like that year. It's MLB The Show 24. I'm not proud that I put 230 fucking hours into a baseball game, but I am in the year 2040 of my franchise, and I don't really feel like stopping anytime soon. So, yeah, I rebuilt the Oakland A's, guys. They're amazing now.
That's the way to do it.
Yeah, they're the best. They're the best of all time. It's crazy. I won 4 straight World Series. It was awesome. But yeah, that's all I gotta say. Every 3 or
Wait,
4
what
years.
year are you in right now?
2040.
Oh my god,
Are you still in Oakland?
dude,
Yep,
That's
haven't left.
insane.
I'm still in Oakland.
that's crazy.
That's the way to do it.
amazing. That's amazing.
I realized a bit ago, I'm like, man, I should really stop because my the first guy I ever drafted just retired, and I was like, oh fuck, I was like, I should probably stop at some point. But no, man, it's just, I mean, I think
That's gonna be
MLB
us
The
in
Show is.
Dynasty on NCAA.
Oh my god, I play 40-year dynasties on NCAA. It's
We're
insane, dude.
we're we're gonna be hiring back the first players recruited as coaches.
I can't wait. Yeah, apparently it's my sports year. I don't know. I remember I was sitting there. Peyton was doing something. I don't even remember what she was doing. She was out of town, and I was sitting there, and I'm like, it was on sale, so I got like the collector's edition for cheaper than the regular edition. And I was like, sure, fuck it. And then I played 230 plus hours of it. So I don't know. Every couple years, I buy the show and I play it, and I love it every year. So I try not to get burnt out on it too much. That's why I only play maybe 3 to 4 years of it. And this one is the excuse me. This one is the longest I've ever played. Like I've never played. I think the only other sports game I've played this long is probably it's probably NCAA. Probably this one because I've been playing this one for fucking 12 years. So, all right, back around to Logan. Go ahead and give me 2 of them and explain why. We'll just try to speed this up a little bit.
2 of them? Oh man.
I don't really care what order. The order doesn't really matter that much. We're just talking. So
one of them I'm questioning if it happened this year because it's already like.
What does it matter? It's just if you
way
played
past
it.
a half year. Yeah, okay. I'm assuming I played and beat this game this year, and it's an old game, so it's not. But I'll bring up a newer one. But it's gonna be obviously Half-Life Alyx for me, which I'm pretty sure I beat this year. That was like it's been 7 months, so I'm trying to remember if I played it this year, but I'm pretty sure I played and beat it this year. That game's fucking awesome. Again, if you ever get a chance to it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be some super crazy. You don't need the best VR headset of all time. Whatever you can get to plug it in and play it on your PC, it is so good. It's still, in my opinion, one of the best VR games out there. Like, it's so damn good. Again, the funny part is I've never played a Half-Life game ever. So this is my first one ever. And I loved it. Like, I do want to go back through and play it again, but right now I'm trying to actually beat games like Elden Ring recently. But second game, real quick. This one actually is a game that came out this year, and that is why am I forgetting it? Dragon's Dogma 2, which I won't say that I beat it. I've been kind of waiting, which supposedly just came out the patch that fixed some things up. Because that's my biggest problem with the game is I really don't. The game looks great, but I've seen better games with more NPCs on the screen that doesn't tank your frame rate to literally like 30 FPS. I don't, again, but it is what it is. But it's a great game. Yeah, I thought Dragon's Dogma 2 was really cool. I think it's very unique. And again, like, yes, they brought back the same system that they brought back from the first game, where you can have these followers that people make and everything, and they all have their own specialties, but they're definitely a lot more advanced now, where like they all have different traits where they're either really good at fighting certain different things, or they've done a mission that you're on and they can help you figure out what you need to do. It's a very cool game. There are obviously some annoyances with like no fast travel and stuff like that, but in the end, I think it was actually a really, really fun game. And again, I want to beat it. I put a lot of hours into it. And I just kind of fell off of it for now. I'm sure Elden Ring now has just kind of pushed me back onto it, but it's a very cool game. And it gives me the same vibes as Elden Ring, where you can literally go around this world that is actually really big, and there's just like it doesn't give you any direction. It just says go, and you discover all these different things and all these different quests. The thing it does better than Elden Ring is there's actually a quest log, and there's actually ways to follow those quests. So it's, in my opinion, a more or less more like heavy. It gives you more of a direction than Elden Ring, but that doesn't, and I know I'm comparing it when literally Dragon's Dogma already did this before Elden Ring. You know what I mean? I'm going in a circle here. It's a good game. I highly recommend it. I wouldn't recommend it on console if you want to play at 60 FPS. I highly don't recommend it playing it on there. But yeah, it's a good game. Not a great game, but it's a good game.
All right. Going. Let's go, Bubby. DJ, what's up, man? What else you got? I got a fucking mustache here. My nose.
Let's see. I already brought up Gollum. I mentioned that I played Call of Duty. I'll do my quick hitter, and then I guess I'll do my big one. I like I said, or like I told you guys in the chat, Gollum really burnt me out from playing video games. Like, I didn't touch a game like most of February and all of March. And then I was like, let's hop back in. I had nothing I really wanted to play, so I was like, oh, let's see if Fortnite is so stupid. And I hopped in. I got 3 top 10s in build mode, and I was like, this is dumb. I can't build. I was never good at building. So I did no build mode. And in 5 matches, I went 3 wins, a second place, and a third place. So I was like, no build mode from now on. Because basically the only thing that makes you unkillable on that is getting their version of a riot shield, which it's very dumb setup. Because at least in Call of Duty, like, you can still get someone with a riot shield. You just got to pick your shots. In Fortnite, they basically have to step away from a riot shield for you to get a kill on. But yeah, I played that, and then it was like, let's deep dive. Let's see what else is in my game with my PlayStation Now. So I hopped into Ghost of Tsushima. I'm at
Fuck
56
yes.
hours, I think.
Hell yeah, man. That's what I'm talking about. You should be getting close
And
to the platinum then
literally,
at that point, unless you just spent time
oh
staring at the wall or the screen.
no, I've grinding out, getting every little thing. Trying to pick up most of the, like, not even secondary, like tertiary things, like bowing to the like random altars and stuff like that. I'm like I think I'm just it's been a couple weeks now because stuff's been so hectic, but I'm pretty sure I'm just about at the end game portion of it. Um, I mean, I still have a handful of places to set free and liberate and do those couple things. And I think I have like 2 or 3 haikus, and then it's gonna go back and get all 80 of the banners from the whole island. But yeah, I have been loving the hell out of it, and I'm so glad I finally picked it up and played it.
Yeah, I mean, there's 2 huge Ghost fans right here on this podcast. I will defend that game till I fucking die.
Oh
I
yeah,
mean, it's the best Assassin's Creed
like
game ever made. So
yeah, and like realistically, the story's been amazing. Like, as far as games that I've played on PS4, PS5, it's up there with it. It might be past Horizon, um, either
That makes
one,
sense.
and then it's coming from the guy that only does the
doesn't
main
even
mission
like
on Horizon.
Exactly.
Doesn't even like Horizon. Yeah, great
I would
opinion
put it
there.
It would make sense.
I
Ghost
would
is
put
better.
it
Yeah, it makes sense.
on par with God of War for me.
Ooh.
Just because, like, I feel like it's tough because, like, God of War, you're able to switch up and like change your fighting stance, like, or how you go about combat. Like, Ghost, it's like you have your different stances to use, but it's like, this stance is for killing these guys, this stance is for killing these guys, this stance is for killing these guys. And like, yes, you can slip kills on the different guys in the different stances, but it's very, I don't want to say cookie cutter, but it's very like, use the wind stance for killing guys with a shield, use, like the earth stance for killing the big brutes. Like,
I mean, I would call it cookie cutter. I would just call it easy to read. It's easy to
yeah,
understand it
yeah.
once you get into it.
It's not like God of War where you really have to be very strategic in your fights. Like, I mean, you still have to be somewhat strategic in Ghosts, but it's very like, am I going to sit here and ninja stealth kill guys? Am I going to go to a standoff? Am I going to do both? Or am I just going to make as much noise as possible and just take on a whole camp all at once because I
Oh
can?
no, man. The way that I ended up playing by the end of that game, I was full on embrace the ghost, man. I was smoke
Oh,
bombs, assassinate
yeah.
4 people, dip out, throwing star. Like, then no one ever saw me, man. I was
Oh, yeah.
sprinting quiet as shit.
Entirely. And then I got so into that when it was like, spoilers, I guess, when you have to sneak back in your uncle's castle. I like didn't understand that it was sneak by everyone. So I literally was just like, go here and drop down and stealth kill this guy. And it's like, no, don't kill anyone. And I was like, nobody saw me. Like, why can't I kill that guy? And it took like I think 2 times of me doing that. Or like a guy semi saw me, so it was just like kunai to the neck, he's dead. And then it's like, bro, you can't kill someone. I was like, just like it's one guard, let it go. But yeah, I've definitely embraced being the ghost as much as possible. Like
Yeah.
Because
We should,
nothing has been more satisfying than dropping in, getting a few stealth kills, and then just one like that strike when you go demon mode and you just it's like 3 insta kills, but they're gruesome. And nothing is more satisfying than that. And then seeing 2 guys fall to the ground and like, oh fuck, and try to run, and then it's just like, and you're getting a longbow, you're dead, and just drawn on those 2 and be like, no, there's no survivors in this.
the entire game is fantastic, and we should be.
Oh yeah.
I mean, if rumors are to be believed, we should be seeing the sequel pretty shortly. So, at least in September, there's the rumored big blowout where they show off the pro and they show off everything that a lot of the teams have been working on behind the scene for 4-ish years now. So let's hope and pray I'll fucking lose my shit. I'll be so excited, dude. But all right,
yeah.
Worthy, give me a couple, man.
Okay. Let's see. I got Dead by Daylight.
Have you never
That's
not
I-
stopped playing Dead by Daylight?
No, I haven't. I always hop
Okay,
on
fair
there every
enough.
now and then and play it with my brothers.
Did you used to play it with DJ?
Yeah.
Well, hell yeah.
DJ, we
Yeah,
played with-
because until they nerfed fucking Freddy Krueger, I was untouchable as Freddy Krueger. I put everyone in a dream state and just start killing motherfuckers. And then they went, no, you can only put one person in at a time. And then I sucked and gave
Yeah.
up.
By the
I
way,
did some-
hold on. I don't mean to be rude. I literally just
fine.
thought about something. I think you made a motion to me earlier, DJ, showing off your stuff, and I didn't acknowledge it. I just want to say the room looks great so far.
Oh, yeah. I got
Yeah.
one more shelf to put up and some other stuff. But yeah, we're pretty much
I like
all the way set up.
I like the
looks
Inside
sick.
Out poster. Inside
Oh,
Out
yeah.
poster. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Never seen
Hey,
it. Never seen it,
highest-
so
highest grossing film this year. Highest grossing film this year.
Yeah. Dune
So
what?
stupid.
Exactly.
Yeah, Dune, what? Yeah, they didn't do shit this year. Inside Out
Dude,
2's had $1 billion already. I'm not, I'm
Yeah.
just saying.
all the fucking depressed
Well,
mothers
is there like a
take their
cut-
kids to see it.
Wait, what do you mean? You don't like it, Mike?
No, I've never even seen Inside Out. So it's
Oh,
one
it's
of them.
actually really, really fucking good. I didn't
know it
expect
is.
it to be as good as it
It's-
was. It was
It's
really
one of
good.
those movie sins that for some reason I just continue to carry with me, like John Wick. I actually have seen the first 2 John Wick now, so I just haven't seen
Yeah,
three
so
or
you should
4,
watch
so.
the other 2.
Yeah, well, mine just one of those things I stopped. So Ted Lasso's really fucking good. So
Love Ted Lasso.
oh man, I've been ripping through him. Have you seen Blackbird yet on there? God, Blackbird was so sick, dude.
No, I don't think I have.
You need to see it. It's only 6 episodes. It's fucking incredible. Sorry, Worthy. We get confused.
Yeah, we'll
Anyway,
talk
go
about that
ahead, man.
later. Yeah, keep going.
Yeah,
Oh, I'm ready to see Deadpool and Wolverine.
Oh, hell yeah.
Fuck yes.
I'm
That's
not ready to
supposed
be
to take over.
disappointed.
Supposed to, oh, you talking about? It's supposed to take over the world.
Disappointed. All right.
Look, we said the same thing about the last 6 years of MCU, all right? And I'm just trying to keep everything pushed down. I mean, it's gonna suck. It's probably gonna
Yeah,
suck.
but there's a difference
just
because
trying.
it's not gonna be Disney-fied already, because you can already tell by the fact that it is a rated R movie. Like, I don't think it's gonna suck, because if it was gonna suck, they would have made it not, and like they're losing money by making it M-rated. Or sorry, what is rated R? God damn it, I'm thinking video games. Rated R. So I don't think it's gonna suck. I think clearly if they're gonna put rated R on there and they're willing to lose the money on putting it rated R, they're gonna go all out and actually make a good movie. I have a feeling about it. That it's unlike all these other garbage movies that have come out, the Marvels and the Black Panther movie and a bunch of other Marvel shows. Yeah, all those suck. I agree. But I feel
Black
like
Panther
this
Disney
one's
a
staying
while ago.
intact. This is going to be another Spider-Man No Way Home or something like that, where it's going to be really, really good.
Oh, I'm 100% going to see it. I just said I'm just trying to keep it all pushed down, man.
I mean, it's
'Cause I
fair
was-
though. I mean, I don't blame you. If anything, that would just, if you have your expectations super low, it'll just blow you away. So you know what? There you go.
Because I was amped up for Love and Thunder, and man, that one hurt a lot. So
Yeah, that one was a little
So,
rough.
so much.
yeah,
Yeah.
it wasn't even bad. I was just my
It
expectations
just
got
wasn't
too high
as
for
good
it,
as
so,
Ragnarok, in my
yeah.
opinion, for sure.
So, all right, we're back to you
Hey.
again, Worthy. You still
Yeah.
haven't got through you.
Also, another one
Although?
out there, Lords of the Fallen. I played that one at the start of the year this year, and I
Hey,
still need to go back through and finish
getting
it.
another sequel somehow. I have no fucking clue how they keep making those games, dude.
Yeah, I heard that. I was
I'm
like,
lost and befuddled by it.
I was excited to hear it. I was like, really? I didn't think they
Appa-
would, but
Apparently
that's soon.
2026, which is insane. What's that? A 2-year turnaround? Because it came out last year. I guess it's technically 3 years, but you don't
Yeah,
immediately
big
start
deal.
making the next game. But I guess they didn't
I
make any
think it'll get
DLC.
pushed back to 2027. Probably will, but I'll be happy if they make another one.
Lords of the Fallens. That's that. To be fair, that's Logan's joke he put in the thumbnail, so it's still funny.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the Lords of
And
the Fallens,
Yeah.
the wild thing.
I'll go with this one, and then I'll save my last one for.
Well, what do you
the
think of
next
Lords of the
story.
Fallen? You were really excited about it.
Yeah.
It didn't.
Mhm.
It didn't seem to be received super well, but I just want to know what you thought of it.
I think a lot of people were too harsh on it. I love the aspect of going into the afterlife in the living world. That aspect was so cool. And if you bring up the lantern, you can get sucked into the afterlife, and you it gives you basically two lives to live. If you die in the living world, then you go to the afterlife to try to get your life back. It's just, and there's stuff to do in both of the worlds, which gives you a lot of playing time and a lot of stuff to find. And it's the afterlife is so cool because all you see is just a bunch of dead, big old like dead monsters and everything, and tons of really big bosses. And it's really the afterworld is quite a bit hard in my opinion, but it's really good. I mean, it scored what, a 75, or was it a 74 or 3?
Oh, Lords of the Fallen. Un
Yeah.
momento. Can I do this quickly? No, because my Lords. Oh my God, I can't spell.
Don't bring up
The
the other
Lords of
one.
the Fallen. The Lords of the Fallen. 2023. There it is. 73.
17. Yeah. I thought it was at least an 8 out of 10. That's but oh, everybody was hard. I thought everybody was a bit too hard on it. I understood. With the thing that they complained about the most was the dodging, and I will say the dodging sucked ass. It did, but everything else about it was fine in my opinion, pretty good, and I loved what they did with it. It was a different aspect from Bloodborne, which I wish I can go back through and play that game, but I'm tired of it.
All right, Andrew, give me 2, man.
We got Helldivers 2 was pretty good playing this year. Mike got me into it. I had fun. We all had fun playing it. Other than Worthy jumping in right away, not playing the tutorials, we had to teach him how to play to start
That's
up.
just
Jesus
Worthy.
Christ.
I'm gonna be honest.
Jesus
man.
Christ, Worthy.
That's just Worthy.
And then Logan complaining all the time, and Mike killing me all the time. Like, I just haven't. None of the stuff happening has been great, but I have enjoyed playing the game. So
Honestly, what you just
and then,
said is just who we are.
Yeah.
That's just
Well,
things
I mean,
that happen.
that's the same thing with the finals. The finals, you, me, and Logan played, and
Not a fan.
that's great and
to be
all.
honest.
But you two both had different directions of what we were going to do, and it was great playing with me, who just went off and did his own thing. I was just out there killing people, but
As per
I
usual.
got yelled at, and so it kind of ruined. It didn't ruin the game. But I don't know. We just kind of got tired of it. It just wasn't a game that was like, oh, I can't wait to go home. I want to play the finals, something like that. But I did still enjoy playing the game, and I've heard they've added new stuff, so maybe I might give it a try again later in the year. So that's all I really have for those two.
I guess I'm up. My second honorable mention would probably be higher if I just sat down to put more time in it. But man, I can't fucking pull myself away from the goddamn Oakland A's, man. They just got me locked in. So that's Stellar played. I put about 5 hours into it, and I fucking absolutely adore it. I'm depressingly so I haven't put enough time into it. But I mean, when I played of the demo, I knew the game felt good. I knew it was gonna play good. When I played of the actual game, I like the way it's laid out. I'm sure there's somebody out there who's like, oh, this guy just loves big tits. It's like, actually, when you're playing the game, all that stuff kind of folds away. Like, you get lost in, like, the rhythm of the dodge and the attack and the specials and all that. And it really is, in my opinion, the perfect middle ground between something like DMC, not the game DMC, like just Devil May Cry, the franchise, and something like a Soulsborne in a way. Because it's definitely not as hard as them, but it's also not as combo based and more methodical than Devil May Cry is. So it's like a happy middle ground to me, and I think it's a really great game. We just got word that it was actually pretty successful for the incredibly niche game that it was. You know, being about a busty lady and a difficult combat, and it sold over 1 million copies already, which for that game is especially a game built made in Korea. Like they are thrilled through the roof. So they should be spinning up a sequel shortly, and I hope eventually I'll get through it, and I will. I'm gonna I'm gonna peel off MLB. I feel myself coming down off of it. You know, I'm not as I've been playing another game that's not great, but I want to at least get to the story. So that's Avatar, by the way, if anyone cares. I've been playing that. It's the more I play with it, the more bored I get. So but and
Yeah.
then
Yeah.
yeah, and then I mean it's not bad. It looks pretty, and it
Yeah, it
plays really
looks
well.
very pretty. It looks yeah.
Like the gameplay is actually super super smooth, and it's responsive, and it's fun to shoot the arrows. But I don't know, there's something about it. I'm like, it's the most Ubisoft game ever created. Like it's just everything you do doesn't matter. It's just so bland of a game to play, but it is
It
fun.
just feels
So
like a very held back Far Cry. Whereas like they didn't really get to let loose like they should have been able to, but because they work so closely with the movie teams and all that, they can only make so many different kinds of enemies and variety and all that. And that's where it gets boring to me. Like I think it's a very beautiful game. They nailed it. I mean, I'm really excited for Star Wars Outlaws just because of that reason. I think that's gonna be great. But yeah, that's my biggest thing with Avatar. I wanted to like it so much. Like I
how
was
much time did you
really
put into it?
pumped. Well, that's a good question.
No, I mean if you didn't have the answer,
Does Ubisoft Forward have it on there? I don't know, but I'm just gonna guess
probably.
like 12 hours,
It's
maybe
about where I'm
10,
at
12.
now.
Yeah, and
I
you get
right
did you get to that second area or whatever yet?
No, I haven't
Oh,
even.
you're still
I
in the first area, aren't you?
Yeah, I just now am on doing the story mission to get my Ecron. I play through. You know how I play through open world games. I play
Yeah.
slow through
Did
them. So
you get the or did you get the flying creature yet?
I just said I was just about to get the Ecron.
Okay, well that does make it a little bit more exciting. You haven't even gotten to that part
Okay.
yet,
Well,
because
I'll
actually
probably
flying
like it,
that thing
but
around changes things quite a bit. Because I will say, it's kind of a slog at the beginning, just running
oh my god,
around.
it's such a slog, dude. Holy
It's
fuck.
fucking awful. But when you get the freaking flying creature, it's a game changer. Like
But
you're
don't you
like
get a rideable mount too? Like a
you do, but that's in the
okay,
second area.
okay,
Yeah.
that's fine. God
Again,
damn, you
very
move through
beautiful
open world
game.
games quick, dude. Jesus,
I, I,
you
I
fly
wanted to
through
get
these
to the
fucking
flying
things,
creature,
dude.
man. When I see something that I want, I don't care. I'll push through the story as quick as possible until I can get to that point. Then I slow it
Story is
down.
crazy.
So
Story is being a bit
yeah, I know.
nice. Oh,
Well,
anyway,
it's
I don't want to
that.
get hung up on that too
Yeah.
much. That's not a
Go
part
on.
of my
Yeah,
top five. So
yeah, yeah.
one game that I did put almost 90 hours into, and I put a Logan on this one, right? I got the literally the very last chapter instead of beating it. But that's Yakuza Like a Dragon.
Oh
A
yeah.
fucking an excellent game. But I'm not gonna lie, when I was playing it to play the sequel, and then the sequel did like that absolute bullshit money hungry thing, and I just kind of wanted to vote with my wallet, and I just haven't beaten the final chapter. I'll go through it eventually and I'll get it done. But yeah, it's a fucking phenomenal JRPG. Not the best one that's come out this year. I guess that didn't come out this year. Not the best one I played this year. But just a great, super fun turn-based RPG that I loved every second. It's right up my alley. So, all right, we got two more for each person, right? Or was DJ? Are you done?
Yeah, well, the only other one I did was I'll just finish up. I had Ghost is my top. The only other game I played was Power Wash Simulator, but then I got
Fuck
to that
yeah,
point where um you
it's
were
fixed
telling me
now. By
like
the way, it's fixed
yeah,
now.
you were telling me it was super buggy, so like don't try to get the platinum yet. So I was waiting. I saw the Warhammer stuff drop for it. It's probably gonna be one after I beat Ghosts. Um I mean, we'll see if I make time for it because NCAA is going to start eating up a lot of my gaming time. So
Yeah,
we got
a
I'm mad at
big
myself.
we got a big push right now.
I'm
yeah,
fucking
get
mad
ready.
because I spent 250 hours almost in MLB, and I'm like, fuck, I'm going to spend another 200 hours in a sports game. Why did I do this? I'm mad at myself because I could have beat Stellar Blade. I could have beat some of the other things I've been trying to play. But every single day I get home and I'm like, fuck, I'm tired, I'm sweaty, I'm whatever. I just want to play a baseball game. I'm like, and then I hate myself. It's like a depressing circle, you know? What was I gonna say? Oh, I don't know. Logan, you got a couple more?
Yeah, sure.
Sure, throw some at me.
Yeah, wow, and I just blanked. Fuck. What was it? Oh, Alan Wake
That was
2.
a great game.
I know, right? Alan Wake 2, something I've been playing through. Really, really liking it. I know it's slower paced. It's not super action packed. Didn't really think the first one was either, but some people didn't like that Alan Wake 2 is a little bit more slow paced, but I think it's actually really cool. I think it's graphically insanely impressive, and I think so far the story's pretty damn interesting. I kind of like the mechanics of going back and forth between this like board and the actual reality and like piecing things together. It kind of just feels like a really cool detective game to me, and I'm really liking that. I didn't beat it yet because again I stopped. I've been trying to beat Elden Ring. The other one actually is one I brought up to Mike because there was another one even between that, but I think it's gonna be Jedi Survivor, which I started playing this year, which I've been absolutely loving. I still
Phenomenal.
think there are some technical hiccups and some issues with it, but all in all, man, this game looks awesome. I still honestly can't believe that it is a Unreal Engine 4 game because it looks like straight up like an Unreal Engine 5 game. It looks so good. Like, I love it. I think the story's good so far. I think combat is far more enjoyable. I think the exploration, again, they fixed everything that I didn't like in the first game, and they just made everything better. And I'm really loving it. I think it's awesome. It also gives me that Souls itch, which I love when they throw me at there's a boss that really pisses me off, and I don't care. I'm just gonna keep pushing, like hitting my head against the wall until I kill him. And it's great. I've been loving it. Again, I think it's super fun, and they added a lot of cool lightsaber stances, which I freaking love. Again, I like it when games give you build variety, and it definitely gives you that. It's awesome.
Yeah, you're happy that we now don't have to make our way back every single time. We can just
Oh
take a
my God,
shortcut
yes.
and
Yep.
go all the way back to the ship
Yep.
instead of having to just go back the same way we came because they don't know how to add shortcuts to get back to the ship.
Yeah, that was my
Star
biggest
Wars-
problem with the first game.
Star Wars Jedi Survivor made me realize one thing, and that's that Andrew is really shit at video games. How long did it take you to beat the first Rancor?
The first, what'd you say?
How long did it take you to beat the first Rancor? Because it's not an easy fight, but it's not as hard as you made it out to be.
Oh my God. Okay, so I think I had a counter going on with the first Rancor. I died 60 times. So
That's
I want
insane.
to say,
I don't know
I
how.
want to say after you were talking about 2 to 3 hours to beat it. Because I was playing on
dude,
like
that's
one of the
like
worst, the hardest
Maybe
difficulties.
20 minutes of trying to
Yeah.
restart, dude. It's not no fucking. I
After
couldn't believe when I was
getting
watching it.
Yeah.
I was sitting there watching it. I was like, yo, it's not this difficult, man. I understand it's hard, but I think I can't talk too much. I couldn't even get past level 2 of Sifu, and Logan beat it almost the entire game with his pinky. So,
Yeah, I can't believe that happened still.
That
I
was
just
insane,
remember
man.
me playing, and then I'm just like, I was on a fucking streak. And then you're like, did you put this on easy mode? I'm like, no, I didn't change
That's fair. I was
anything.
like,
I'm
fuck
just
you, man.
playing it. The funny thing is, I still have yet to play that. I need to get back and actually play that game, but I've just been waiting for it to go on like Deep Sail or something like that. But I thought the game was awesome too.
Yeah, cool
I
game.
didn't
So,
even die that much in Bloodborne.
yeah, I don't know how he died that many times. That was crazy, dude. I was like, yeah. Hey, my greatest claim to fame in gaming history outside of beating Devil May Cry 3 when I was little is I beat Father Gaskin Age on my first try. I have no fucking clue how I did it, but I fucking did it. It was awesome. It's my greatest flex moment of all time. So,
See, that for you is me for Melania, which is known to be the hardest boss fight in Elden Ring. I beat her my
Yeah.
first try, which
That's
is
crazy.
still something when I tell people, they're like, what? And I'm like, yeah, I did. I don't know how, but I did it. So
Yeah.
I know you may not
Logan's out
believe me.
Logan's just out here beating women his first try, you know?
Hmm.
Okay,
You
pause.
know.
No one clip that. All right. Worthy, do you have any more to play? Say.
Yeah,
Boy,
I
so,
can.
yeah.
play.
I had number 1 on my list was Helldivers, which we already talked about a little bit. One game we haven't talked about that is Evil West. I played actually probably 8 or 10 hours, maybe even 12, which is really just punch them and just go through the story. It just guides you through. It's just really just a story based game with a lot of cool moves and just big old explosions and just cool things. It just keeps you entertained. It's nothing too big. It's all right. I would probably give it a 6 out of 10. Wasn't
Okay.
bad.
I was
by
I
no
was gonna
means.
be like, look, I played Evil West 2. I did not beat it because I fucking hated it. I hated it. I hated it so much, man. I hated
Logan-
it. Okay, hate's a strong word. I didn't mind it until I got to, I think it was the second major boss fight, the one with all the fucking tentacles. That it was like one of the
Oh,
worst
that
designed
one?
boss fights of all time. It was a fucking terrible fight, and I'm like, I died, I think 6 times in one night, and I just deleted the game. I'm like, fuck it, I'm not doing this shit, dude. It's not. It wasn't one of those things that like it was just a hard fight, and I just had to get through it. The design of the fight was really shitty. Like the way that they built the arena and the way that like you couldn't dodge anything. Like it was an auto hit, and like there wasn't enough time, especially in the final stage. Like you had to do 4 different things at the exact same time. And I'm like, I don't feel like trying to fucking figure this out. So I bounced off. 6 out of 10 is fair, probably.
Yeah.
You
It's-
wouldn't have even played it if Logan didn't come down to visit and just download it to your
He did. He
PlayStation.
downloaded it. I started playing it after he left. So
I was
And then I was
curious,
like,
man, like, cause I'm like, dude, this game looks like fucking Midwest, like a Western style game meets God of War, cause it was literally built that exact same way, and I'm like, all right, this is gonna be cool. Yeah, no, even when I played it, I'm like, dude, this is not fun. Like, I thought it was pretty fucking bad, and I didn't even
think
get to
it's-
where you got.
I think it's okay
Yeah.
for about 5 hours, and then like
Mhm.
even before that fight, I was already starting to be like, I was like, man, this game just isn't really designed that well. Like it's just like the character moves too slow for you to react to the enemies with how fast they are, and it kept
Yeah.
pissing me off. I'm like, why do you move like a truck stuck in mud? And you got these fucking vampires jumping at you, and I'm just like, cool, I'm bored, and I don't want to do this.
Yeah.
All right, Andrew, do you got any? Wait, sorry, my bad. Do you have any more, Worthy?
Oh, I just use it as a game to change pace with Destiny mostly, and
Well, it's definitely a James
it was,
Face.
Yeah, it does. It was just
And
alright.
the screen tailing was awful. Every single time the camera moved, the fucking screen
yeah.
was zipping around,
with
and I was
more
like, "Oh my
bullshit,
god!"
is the game runs at like 1080p when like it looks awful.
Yeah,
I
and
don't
then
know why they
screen
did that.
tears.
And it's not because it can't run higher than that. Like, it's already been proven. You can watch videos on it. I don't know why they made it 1080p. It looks awful. And the game is unplayable in its whatever quality mode, I think is what it was at or whatever. But that looks, oh, no. Yeah.
Rough
Don't
game,
recommend
no
it.
model, though. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. I forgot your name. Fuck, Andrew. There you go.
Okay, so my last two, real quick. I decided to play through. Okay, we finally got New Game Plus for Spider-Man 2, and I wanted to play through it. Great. Put it on obviously the hardest mode, and I did it. I cannot get past.
Oh, Scorpion.
God, yeah,
No, not
Scorpion
Lizard.
or Lizard.
Lizard's a hard fight, so I don't even.
But see,
blame you
actually,
for
it
that.
is. But dude, I cannot. I've died at least 15 times now because I can't time opening up the shields and the air coming out, which like destroys his health a lot. I don't time them well, and I'm just getting mad at the game, so I stopped, and I haven't picked it up since. So I will play through it at some point. But I just got so mad at it that I set it down.
To be fair to you, to me, the Lizard's the hardest fight of the game. Like I never struggled that much with the rest of the game. Not to me, the final fight wasn't even that bad, but the Lizard, man, the Lizard fucked me up my first playthrough. So
Like, I had
kinda
trouble-
feel you there.
I had trouble getting through the one. Did I finally get through the Lizard one, or maybe I'm having trouble? Okay, maybe I got through the Lizard one.
We beat
Now
the
I'm
game.
having
So
trouble.
we eventually got through it at one point in time.
No, but I'm talking about the New Game Plus and how I'm on the the hardest difficulty. I didn't do the hardest difficulty for the first playthrough. I want to go back and do the first playthrough on the hardest difficulty. So I'm doing the hardest difficulty for New Game
Sounds
Plus
awful.
first, and then I know, it's a bad thing, but now I'm doing the one, your first encounter with Venom when it's a bell, and I can't get past that one either. Like I'm
Spoiler alert,
having.
I didn't know he was in the game.
All right, buddy. All right.
Yeah, who
It's-
knew?
Yeah.
Jesus Christ! Not like it's on the
All right.
front cover or anything.
All
And
right,
there's
let me
one
finish up
more.
here. Oh, sorry.
Well, I
go
got
ahead.
one more.
Yeah.
The big one I'm playing through is right now. I'm playing through Red Dead Redemption 2. I'm actually going back and playing all the strangers, all the little things you can do. I'm
Yeah, that's a
visiting,
replay. That doesn't count.
Is it though?
He's
It does.
replaying
Played it
Spider-Man
before?
2.
What'd you say?
He literally just said that.
Yeah, I know. It's like half of his games are replays. So
Yeah, because I haven't played anything, but
Hey,
like
it
I'm
happens.
like I'm visiting all the grave sites. Like I'm getting everything done. So
but you
I'm
played
having fun
Ragnarok
doing it.
this year.
No, that was last year. I'm playing the DLC now, but Ragnarok was last year.
No, it wasn't because the DLC came out in December, and you had not started when I played the DLC.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah,
Okay,
you
so
played
maybe
Ragnarok this year.
maybe I did play Ragnarok this year. All right. Well, guys, I played God of War Ragnarok finally, and
That's what I thought was
it's
going to be
probably
number one, and then you didn't say it. I was like, wait a minute,
my
hold on a
bad.
second.
So that's probably the most fun I had playing like a game was playing Ragnarok. Just from the opening scene of how it starts and how it all comes to fruition. It's amazing. I loved it. I could see now how it was getting conversation for Game of the Year when it came out because oh my god, like I had fun playing it every step of the way. All the other things you could do. Like I wish I could go back and try and platinum it, but I know that's like almost for me, that'll be impossible. I might be able to, but that would be very impossible. It's just such a big game. There's so much you could do and explore. I wish I spent more time on it. So I will do another playthrough and hopefully try and do that. But yeah, I don't know. But yeah, that's generally one of the most beautiful games I've ever played. And I just as like the opening scene of like who you see and everything, and then yeah, I basically couldn't put it down. So I had fun doing it.
All right, Frodo the Frog.
All right.
All right, well, Helldivers is my number 2. It lived up to the hype and then some. I think it's awesome. I wish I would have put more than I think I put like 45-ish hours into it. I want to get back into playing it. I want to try to like have a night where like, some of us sit down and play it. We need, 4 max, but
Yeah.
I want to try to get to there, but everyone's really busy. So, but Helldivers, like we've talked about, it's obviously this Sony has put up better games, but it's probably Sony's most successful game ever made just because of the limelight that it shared for so long. No, obviously there's probably arguments made by that, but I find its success to be one surprising and frankly just I feel great for the team because they work so hard for it. But my number 1, to the surprise of absolutely no one who's listened to us, is Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, and I don't know what more I can say outside of when our comeback episode, I think I talked for like 15 minutes about the game. So, it's a fucking masterpiece of a video game. I mean, after 110 hours, it's easily in my top 15, probably in my top 10 of all time. It was one of the coolest experiences I've ever had in my life to see what they did with the story and like just the fucking weirdness that they were throwing at you. And on top of it, it brought back the cheesiness of the OG original Final Fantasy VII, which is a huge important part. Like that cringiness and that cheesiness is a part of the story and part of the narrative and part of the world building. And it's supposed to be there. And yeah, man, from the gameplay, it's top tier. They really honed in for what they did with the first part of the remake, titled Remake. They cranked that up to 10. The combat is smooth. It's awesome. The build diversity is pretty in depth. Each character is kind of open in a way. Like they have their strengths and their weaknesses, but you can build people pretty much however you want. Like the entire party. The narrative is great. The writing is great. Again, it's a masterpiece of a video game, and I just can't fucking wait for part 3. Like my excitement is tenfold at this point. And I'm sure Logan will play 20 seconds of it and say it sucks because of some stupid reason. So
Yeah. I don't know. They're gonna keep screaming "soldier" 15 times at the beginning of the game. And
by the
then-
way, I replayed
oh my
the
god,
original.
you because you're a soldier. You're a soldier. You're a soldier. And I'm like, all right, okay, dude. Like you're annoying.
I replayed the beginning of Final Fantasy VII Remake just because I'm a numbers guy and I've always been a numbers guy, and I marked down every time they said soldier in the first 2 hours.
How many times?
9 times.
Yeah, too many times. 9 too
Oh
many.
my god, you're so fucking.
I'm fucking with you, dude. I'm joking. I don't know. I honest to God do want to give it another try. I didn't really give it the biggest of tries. I just like to say it because it pisses off people because they're like, Final Fantasy 7 is the best game ever, man. I'm like,
No,
yeah, well,
I don't think it's the best game ever. Most people know what my favorite
there's a
game
lot
of
of
all
people
time
that
is, so.
do.
The OG is one of the most important games ever made. In terms of like, what it did for at the time the most popular genre of video games, which was RPGs. Like, it redefined what 3D games and what RPGs could be. So it's one of the most important games ever made, and I
Yeah.
really won't hear an argument disagreeing with that, because it's like it's kind of historical fact. It's like, Hitler was a bad guy. Like, those things just kind of exist. So
Yeah, he
actually,
wasn't too terrible.
oh my god. Well, I'm just gonna go ahead and press the stop record on this.
Don't open the history can of worms. Don't do it.
All right, DJ, do you still have a diatribe to go on? Because we're done with our favorite games, top games. We talked about it for long enough. Do you still have a diatribe, or are you pretty well
I mean,
satiated with your Gollum
not really.
hate?
Like I said with Gollum, like, I mean, it. I think they were trying to go for like a Telltale Games look, and it was like, make it as close as you can without them being like, "Hey, we're gonna sue you for that." So like, it's a half-ass version of that, but
Sorry,
and
laugh.
even
Of all the games to get inspired by visual styles, the Telltale games maybe
Well,
isn't the best
yeah.
choice.
That's why it was like, what are you doing? And then like watching
It's
you
hot
play
shit
some of the
here.
Telltale games when we were in college, it was like where they give you that choice of like, hey, make this decision, or this decision. They kept doing that, but it was
Oh god,
do
no.
it as the Spiegel personification or the Gollum one. And it's like you could bounce back and forth, but to platinum it, you had to do the whole playthrough doing only Smeagol choices and then only Gollum choices. So I was like, oh, I'm going to do the Smeagol choices first because it was just, it's supposed to make the gameplay easier. Because I was like, let's just get through it once, then we'll worry about platinuming it. And then, like, the collectibles are dumb because instead of just being like, oh, like, like some games have collectibles where it's like, it adds to like the game. This didn't add to it. It was like, oh, you're right here. You can make these unnecessary 3 jumps that are gonna 2 of them are probably gonna glitch and kill you just to get a little trinket that outside of the trophy doesn't matter. Like no, I'm not doing that. After I got like the 3rd or 4th one, it was like, and it even tells you, it's like, oh, hey, there's 2 in this chapter, there's 3 in this chapter, hey, there's 1 in this area, and it was just like, no, like I'm not getting these anymore. They're dumb, and like in Ghost, they add to the game. Like, it adds that little bit of a moment. You get rewards for it and stuff, and some aesthetic stuff. Gollum, it's literally just for a trophy, and if you like, if you're not doing the playthrough not to die, you're like you're gonna die getting them. It is the dumbest thing ever.
Yeah, we'll figure something out for your punishment. It's really just playing video games.
Oh,
Oh,
this
we're
has been a
punishing.
fucking
We're
punishment.
punishing him.
This has been a punishment.
I mean, it did make you quit playing games for 2
Oh my
months.
god,
So
and then it
It's
was
like Mike and Starkfield. Starkfield.
oh,
There we go.
oh my
I was just
god, it's
depression. That
been
wasn't
so.
even just depressed. I was so excited. He wasn't excited to play Gollum. He was just he was trying to be a good podcast partner and just doing it. I was excited to play a game.
Oh, and then like too, it's like I'm looking at it. I think I have 1 chapter left. I think maybe 2, but it's just like even in that, it's like, oh yeah, hey, to get the trophy, you can do this, then restart the chapter, which some of the chapters it's like a 20-minute playthrough. Some of the chapters have been like a 2-hour chunk. And it's like, I'm not redoing the whole chapter just to flip flop my decision so I can get the trophy. Like, get the fuck out of here. Like, I mean, as far as the punishment goes, this has been a punishment. Like, I straight up, I didn't want to touch, like, I even thought about going back to my Switch, which I haven't touched since Pikmin 4, since I beat Pikmin 4. Like, I was like, I'm about to go back to playing Switch for a while because I don't want to even look at my PlayStation.
I mean, it does have a 6 out of 10 difficulty, a minimum of 2 playthroughs in 25 hours. So the game that we gave you is significantly easier. The game that
Oh,
Logan
yeah.
gave you, I should say. All right. Well, I'm sorry, man. I'm not sorry because it's kind of a punishment. So don't
Hey,
lose. Even
it's
though
all right.
this year's well, we're about to get into this year, so you'll find out how it's going for DJ over there. So, speaking of which, welcome to the mid-year in review update. This is regarding our Fantasy Critics League. It's something we love to do. We're in our 3rd season now. This is so much fun for all of us. We love doing it. The little competitions and the little backstabbings that Worthy does. They're fun for everybody. But just like everything, we're going to go top to bottom here. So, in last place, currently sitting. I'm doing my math. There we go. Is by 1 point the defending champion of the league, Digital Dreams Interactive, at 55.1 points. His games that he has scored and picked up. I don't know why I did that. That was weird. But anyway, Paper Mario: The Thousand Year Door Remake was his number 1 draftee. Got him 88 points coming out the board hot. Rise of the Ronin, massively disappointed with a 77 on the board. Earthblade gets officially delayed, so he doesn't have any score for that. Princess Peach Showtime doing exactly what everyone thought that was getting a mid 70. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink coming in with a pretty strong 81 for 11 points. Ayuden Chronicles 100 Heroes, for me, an unexpected lower score of 75 for 5 points. And then Pepper Grinder is his newest game, 79 for 9 points. He has added Visions of Mana, which he stole from me, World of Goo 2, Steam World Heist 2, Cat Quest 3, and Astrobot, which he definitely fucking stole from me.
Stealing Astrobot was personal. Stealing Astro was personal.
Yeah, I fucking threw my phone. I threw my phone across the room. Well, that's bullshit, Worthy. But, and then leaving him with Mina the Hollow is still to get scored, Replace still to get scored, and then 1 space for him. He also added the counter pick. No, never mind, we drafted those. So, wait, no, did we draft that? No, we didn't draft counter picks this year. He also added the counter pick of Marvel's Wolverine, which is definitely not coming out this year. So, you get 0 points on that one. All right.
I got to pay for that one. So.
At the Griddle story of first to worst, how's it going over there, man? What's happening this year?
I mean, the Rise of the Ronin was a big disappointment for me, and Earthblade not coming out is going to take a big hit, but I still have a super drop I can use. Just waiting to see if one of my other games does it. Well, scores a negative, then I'd rather drop that than a game that's just giving me 0 than a game that's giving me negative. Princess Peach, I was hoping for at least a 78. But I could have been just wishing. And that the 100 Heroes, that one I was thinking would score a bit more. But World of Goo will score a 90 for me, so I'll be
Yeah, I was gonna say, none of your games I see, they don't look like you're gonna. It doesn't look like you're gonna get a negative. They look like they'll score. Like Astrobot. If Astrobot gets a negative, we are in the wrong universe. There's something legitimately wrong with what we are doing right now.
If Astrobot gets a negative,
I'll sell my
No. I will do this. I swear to fucking God. Okay, maybe I don't swear to fucking God, but if Astrobot gets under 70, gets a negative points for Worthy, I will punch a hole through my PlayStation live on Twitch.
Oh my God. Jesus. I will sell all of my consoles if Astrobot.
I mean, hopefully by that point in time we'll know the pros coming, so it'll be fine. But
yeah, there you go. There you go.
I think
it'll be okay.
A game that would score higher than what I think people do think is Cast Quest.
Yeah.
Oh, I love Cast Quest. Are you kidding me?
It could surprise them.
Yeah.
Could surprise them.
I'm waiting for the release date to get a little closer. I mean, it's only August 8th. It's not that far away, but I want to get Platinum or Cast Quest because they're only like 10 or 12 hour Platinums, but they're so much fun, dude. I mean, the first one actually, I think the first one was a 9-hour Platinum, and it was just, it's fucking. Have you actually played them, Worthy?
No, I haven't.
I think you would love them. They're just simple, easy games. In fact, I think all of us would enjoy them. It's really dumb and fun games. I did forget to mention, I forgot to note this when I was going through the thing. You are projected to not finish last. You're projected to finish second to last. So let's hope you can bounce back. All right, the man.
Go for the three-peat.
Oh my God.
The man in second to last place. the reigning perpetual loser of this league, apparently. But he is not losing right now. However, he is projected to wildly lose this year. Is the personification of Thor himself, the man, the myth, the legend, the owner and operator of Useless Trivia Incorporated, Mr. Thor Kage. And he has 56.2 points versus a projected total of 92.58. Here's how his year has gone. He started off like he does every single year with the fucking hottest out of all of us, all right? So his first two picks, Like a Dragon, Infinite Wealth, and Tekken 8, scored him a crisp 20 points off of a 90 Metacritic, Open Critic, sorry. He followed that up with just a measly 13 points off an 83 Metacritic. I keep saying that. Open Critic from Helldivers. Then 10 points from Pacific Drive. 10 points from Pacific Drive's 80. And then he hit the good old don't know why you did
my
this.
dagger.
I mean, the moment you picked it, we all knew it was chalked, you know? And that's why there was a gentleman's agreement. No counter picks, no dropping. Gentleman's agreement. It is what it is. He decided to risk it all for Skull and Bones. And like the entire universe predicted, it fucking sucked. So that gave him negative 10 points off its 59 Open Critic. Power World, which I'll explain why you don't have any points because I had to change the rule for myself. So I didn't want to steal points. So hashtag Blund 3 points off of 73. Harold Halibut 2 points off of 72. His remaining games yet to be scored: a Blacksmith Wukong, which you should do fine there. Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2, which is also shaping up pretty good. Metal Gear Solid Omega Snake Eater. I have no clue how that game's going to score, but hopefully it's good. And then Call of Duty Black Ops 6, like I said, you're shaping up to be pretty okay. His counterpicks, he rudely counterpicked it Avowed, like a tragic soul on me. And then he also probably correctly counterpicked Pragmatic, because I don't think the people making that game knows what's happening. So, all right, man. Explain your year. How's it going? How you feeling? Like I said, I'll explain off stream what's going on with Power World, and I might do something for you because I changed the rule on that. So
yeah, my biggest regret is Skull. Like I just don't know what I was thinking with Skull and Bones. Pokemon Legends. That was one. I was like, I knew they were gonna announce one or the other, so I grabbed them both, and then afterwards realized, oh shit, I can only drop one of them. So, because I had already I did the super drop for
I just realized I skipped over the middle
for Suicide Squad. Yeah. So I was like, oh shit. So that kind of blew up in my face. So then I just tried those two hashtag Blood and Harold Halibut were both indie games that looked really, really promising. I mean, I got some points, but I mean, what can I do? Once I heard that the rumors for Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill 2 were like, and NCAA, it was like they're gonna announce them at some point. I believe
you were right.
Yeah,
I just think I just don't think people expected
just,
Silent Hill 2 to look like the tragic mistake that it is.
Yeah. So I mean, on both of those, I'm kind of hoping. I think EA is going to be incredible. I'm not expecting a 90, but like, I'm hoping NCAA is fantastic enough to give me a high 70, maybe an 80. Space Marine 2, like, it's tough. Like, I took it last year, got pushed back. I was leery of taking it this year. I took it, finally saw a gameplay trailer and gameplay, like extensive gameplay. I don't know if it'll get a 90. But I'm very happy with everything they've shown, and like outside of, because I have to be very picky choosy with what games I'm getting the rest of the year. I'm getting NCAA. I'm probably getting Call of Duty, and I'm definitely gonna get Space Marine 2 because to me it looks phenomenal. So I'm mostly stoked for that. I'm fingers crossed that ends up being a 90 yet. And then hopefully nothing else bombs bad enough to where because like you take that negative 10 away, I'm at 66. Stuff turns around. I'm sitting pretty. Like I'm just holding on that Black Ops 6 doesn't score like shit.
Modern Warfare 3 did.
Yeah, are we
Yeah.
are we really talking? Is it gonna come down to where DJ has to rely on Black Ops 6 on his if he finishes last or not?
And that's the thing where it's like that might be what I have to fingers crossed is like Princess Peach didn't do fantastic for Worthy, and like Black Ops 6 does just enough to where I beat him. Like right now, it's shaping up to like I have to fingers crossed pray that Black Ops 6 is like an 80 overall.
All right. Hey, by the way, is maybe next year is the year you learn to not blow your load so fucking early.
Oh my god! I always get the couple of games, and I get like the
You have
Nintendo.
$0 in
games-
July.
The Nintendo games always like the Nintendo. Like I always save up for like the Pokemon Day, and then it's like, oh, I should really save for like the Nintendo showcase, and then it's like I've made it to just about both of those, and then I'm out, and then it's like you guys are always like, oh hey, we still have like the Sony and PlayStation one, and I'm like,
he had $0 before all the
like-
showcases.
Yeah,
oh
I
my
know,
god!
I was
And
like,
I did it
bold
all
move.
of them.
the first year
All
was
of
like,
them.
oh yeah, I just didn't pay attention. Last year was like I felt like we were still in a game drought or everything was gonna be announced for this year, so it was like whatever. And then this year it was like I don't know. I was just like, nope, don't roll it. Don't you've already taken enough risks. Just push the chips on Nintendo games, and then Worthy got got the main couple that I think got announced, and then it was like I went instant panic and was like, I don't have enough money to beat anybody on any of the other games that are going to get announced. Just get independent games and hope they do good. And maybe next year I'll try to remember.
What's
think he's
funny
saying
is
he
like, what's funny is just like last year, your draft is fantastic. I mean, we're talking
Oh,
about
yeah.
20 points off your top two, 13, 10, and then obviously Skull and Bones. Don't know what the fuck you were going there. I'm gonna be honest. I have no clue where your head was at. But,
That was
and then,
I was hoping it was going to get a 70 to 75 and
no
and
shot.
just and then it came out and it was like I heard 2 or 3 people like that played the early access were like it's actually not bad, and it was like that was the quiet like minority, and the loud majority was like this is the biggest flaming pile of dog shit Ubisoft has ever done, and I was like
Which is a
I
crazy
shouldn't
thing
have
to make. I'll be honest.
I shouldn't have let those 3 guys hype me up the way they did to stand strong next to it. I should have just left it dead and buried at sea, but I couldn't help myself.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. I was talking to Andrew, and I'm like, I thought you were set up because then right after that, you managed to snag Metal Gear Solid Snake Eater and Silent Hill 2, which again, at the time, I thought, how are they gonna screw up Silent Hill 2? It's one of the most influential horror games ever, and they made it a pseudo action game for some reason. I don't know why, but
They
don't know
found
why
a
they
way.
chose that route. But who knows? Maybe it'll come around at the end, but it doesn't look like it to me. But yeah, I was like, man, he's set up good, and then it's just dude, things hit, and I was like, every fucking year, dude, he just throws
Yeah.
everything out there, and I'm like, man,
It was like
bold.
I won big on Pokemon because I knew they were going to be announced, not thinking, oh, they're going to push them to next year, and then it was like, oh, put all my eggs in that basket. Now I have like $30. Oh, at the most or the next lowest after me was like 60 at the time. I was like, oh, so if anything gets announced, everyone can just put 31 and beat me. So I was like, let's just check out now, get a couple indie games that should score good, and fingers crossed for everything else. And then I did manage to snag. My last bit of money was like the week before Black Ops was officially announced. I saw that it was like 100% it was coming out this year. So I was like, just throw the money on it now, and hopefully nobody pays attention that I bid on it, which kind of worked. But again, we'll see, because after the disappointment of the majority, I mean, like I said before, like there's parts of Modern Warfare 3 that were solid, and then stuff like the campaign being basically a DLC is just disappointing. But I think they've gotten a chance to work on this one, and I'm really hoping that it pulls maybe an 80 for me, but we'll see what happens.
It's it. Like I remember me and Mike we were hanging out a lot during the showcases because we wanted to watch them together. So we were watching the league when they were going on, and I saw it get like bidded on, But like with how I'm up in the air of either way it could go, I'm like I didn't want to fight for it. Like they can have it, they can deal with it. If they get 80 points, like if you get 85, I mean, good for you. But it could also end up being you get another -10 game. Like it could go either way. I don't think I don't think this is going to be a -10 game. I think they've worked on it long enough, hard enough that it should. I think it'll do well, but yeah. I didn't want to fight anyone for it.
I might auto drop your power word on you. Granted, you have $0. You can't do anything anyway. But I thought
Can we donate? Can I donate? Can I make a donation? No. I got a lot left in me.
I thought I was cheating because Hades 2 got scores, even though it wasn't officially released yet, which means I would get 20 points from it this year, and then somebody could get points from it next year when the full release came out. And I was like, that seems unfair. So I changed that rule and then dropped Hades 2 from my roster. And then I was like, oh, fuck, DJ had power word. Shit. Which hasn't seen its official release yet. And maybe it will come out. I don't know. But, you know, that's why right now it took a point away from you. So
I figure it's fine. I mean, honestly, that was one that when it first posted, it was 70, it was 69, it was 70. Then it was up to like 73 for a bit. And then when it finally scored, it was at the 71. And then I had noticed, I never brought it up because I was like maybe because technically, like you said, it isn't technically fully released yet. So I was like, that one point I changed may or may not make a difference.
It could.
Yeah.
The rule I changed was that the score gets added the moment that there's a score on Open Critic. And I was like, I just thought maybe it was like a no big deal rule. Like it would just expedite the scores being posted. And then once Hades got a score, I was like, doesn't seem fair. The game hasn't actually come out yet. So I took 20 points away from myself, if I'm being honest. So because I was like, this doesn't seem fair for me to get these points and then me, the house, will have another chance, or someone have a chance to get the points next year when the full launch comes out. So that felt like I was cheating there. So
I think we could, if we do have to drop the game for him, we can all like the four of us can collectively think of a game that just give him to him. Just don't set him up. But
I mean, I can give him anything.
Yeah. We could collectively give him a game that we think might do okay, and then we'll be. He has no money. He literally has no money left.
Yeah,
I can go in there and I can give you Skull and Bones if I really wanted to, Andrew.
Oh God, don't do that to me. Don't do that. I think we can. I think we can all collectively vote on a game we could give him.
We'll come out with Suicide Squad back.
No, I still have the points for that, so we don't gotta do anything with that.
Yeah, that was another one. So I don't know what the fuck you had with that with Suicide
Squad. I was like, that was part of my thinking. We
all kept telling you, by the way, we're like, dude, this game is not going to be good. This game looks like shit.
Oh, yeah, I was like, part of me was like, this might be another one where it's like, it might break 70. It's probably not. Someone might counterpick it, and then like at the end of the year, when it's too late to counterpick anything else, I can pull the rug, snatch 10 plus points from them, and add those points to me because they won't be negative. And then when it was like, no fuck, like you kept trying to talk me into doing it. You're like, no, wait, fuck Andrew out of that counterpick for the rest of the year, and then pull at the end of the year. And I was like, yeah, but like again, not short-sighted. Like I was like, the Nintendo and Pokemon showcase is coming up. I gotta have a spot for that because I knew
you fill up your spots.
Yeah, and so it was like, no, I'm not gonna roll the dice. And then I pulled it, and then it was like, oh, he still gets the 10 points. I was like, oh, okay, that didn't make a difference anyways. Like whatever, that's fine. Like it's whatever. But yeah, that was a good thing to learn going forward. That it's like, hey, if someone counterpicks that crushes, like, hey, I'm fine being the guinea pig on that one because again, those two picks, like everyone was like, what the like, he just drafted a Hall of Fame team and then picked two guys that played 3 plays and never played football again. Like, what is he doing? It was just like,
then got Kirk Cousins to be your quarterback. Oh,
yeah.
By the way, before I read out your team, Logan, look at this beauty right here. Sexy, isn't it? Logan gone. He may be sleeping. I don't know. He's still here.
Me? No, I'm here. Yeah, I see it. Yeah, show me.
I said,
show me again.
Yeah, does that get your loins going?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I just have to find the rest of the computer.
Such a big box for such a small part.
What do you think they said about you when you got delivered?
All right, buddy. All right, that's crazy.
That is
All
pretty
right.
crazy. I'm sorry. That was a wild comment to make.
All
All right,
right.
coming in at third on our list right now with 59 points, projected to finish third with 114 points, is the king of delays himself. Sorry, is the king of delays, the Birdman himself. His year has gone like this. Once I find him, there he is. All right, he started off with the first overall pick, and so far it is the best non-DLC scored game out there. So he got that right. That's Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, coming in with 25 points off of 93 Open Critic. His second game, Senua's Saga Hellblade 2, with somehow it got 11 points off an 81 Open Critic. I still have no clue how that happened. Little Nightmares 2 right now, delayed, so his name stays true. And Bannister's Ghost of New Eden scored an impressive 10 points off an 80 Open Critic. The Thaumatage, 5 points off a 75. And another Crab's Treasure, 8 points off a 78. His game still to score all Hollow Knight Silk Song, which, who the fuck knows? Game is ether material at this point. The Plucky Squire, which I actually saw a preview on. I think you're going to score pretty good on that one. Like I said, Pragmata, counterpicked. I don't think they know what's going on. 33 Immortals still to come. Indiana Jones and the Great Circle. Kingdom Come Deliverance, a great pickup there. Life is Strange, Double Exposure. Metal Slug Tactics. And Mario and Luigi Brothership. Stealing the Mario out from the Mario. Headworthy. He's picked up 2 counter picks: EA Sports College Football 25 and my own Concord, but we'll get to that in a second. Mr. Birdman, how's mediocrity? I'm just kidding. How's the place?
Well, I mean, yeah, as I said, live up to the name. What a surprise. King of delays. Yeah, Pragmata was always one that I didn't know for sure, but I was really banking on like a really nice surprise during this last Capcom showcase. They're like, "Oh man, you guys have been waiting. Pragmata's finally coming." Nope, nope. It's probably never gonna come out at this point. Kind of lost faith in it. But I'm a little sad about Little Nightmares. I really thought that one was gonna come out this year, but nope. But I mean, also it's being made by different developers, so I don't know. But I'm also really hoping Hollow Knight still comes out. Maybe, I don't know, something would be great. I mean, please.
Bro, we haven't seen that game in 4 years. They just
I
talking about
know.
Well, who's gonna pick it up next
We're
year?
gonna dream. Plug Esquire, I know is for sure coming out this year, so I'm really excited for that. Actually, that's a game I really want to play because it looks really good. I'm happy about Banisher's scoring so high. Thaumaturgy was one that I, again, didn't really know a lot about. It looked kind of cool. Came out. No, it's good. Just not great. I'm very disappointed with the Nerd Crab's Treasure. I've heard nothing but good things about it, and it got a 78, which really sucks. I was really expecting at least like an 80 out of that one, because again, like everyone praises it, so it's actually a really, really good Souls-like, and it's very unique compared to most Souls-likes. It's not the same damn game. It's you as a crab, and your shells are what makes your build change and everything. Pretty cool. That's a game I actually do want to play. 33 Immortals looks really, really fun too. I'm really excited to see that. Indiana Jones, I'm sure, is going to be at least an 80. I think it's going to be a great game. It's not going to be 9 out of 10, but who knows? Maybe I'm wrong. I'll be happy if it's a 9 out of 10. Kingdom Come Deliverance looks awesome. A lot of people it does have quite the cult following, and if they are able to pull off if they can make a sequel that's way better than the first one, man, I mean, it could be a 9 this year. It could be a surprise one. It could be a Baldur's Gate of this year. Who knows?
To me, I
I
personally won't
know.
be surprised if it gets a 9 at all. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, I'm hoping it does. I mean, it looks good. I mean, the first one, I actually played quite a bit of the first one, and I get it. Like, it is really cool. I'm just hoping they nail it because I mean, it looks cool. I'm very happy. It definitely is coming out this year. Life is Strange, which is a weird one because I never usually put this on my list or even say anything. I'm more excited because of bringing back the original character from the first game because that's who the main character is of Double Exposure. I'm kind of hoping they're gonna do something pretty exciting with this one. Again, that's a very big gamble on my part because there hasn't really been a lot of all the big hitters are kind of already on the board right now. So, yeah, Metal Slug Tactics, I actually played the demo. Thought it was actually really, really fun. I love Metal Slug in general. It's like one of my favorite arcade games ever. I love that game. I mean, I even played it on my PSP all the time. I loved Metal Slug. And I think it's really cool. I'm hoping it's going to be good. I'm thinking either high 70s, maybe, just maybe edging over that 80 mark. I'm
Ooh,
hoping
edgy.
in the
Love to see
80s.
it.
Yeah. Uh, Mario and Luigi is another one, dude. I think honestly the bottom three are very just like iffy. I think Mario and Luigi has a very interesting style to it. It's got the very it's got the Smash Bros of 3DS style, which is very interesting that they chose that. That very cell shaded look or whatever. But it looks cool and it looks fun, and it seems like Mario games, with specifically just like, 2D side scrolling games, have been scoring pretty damn well. So I'm gonna hope at least an 80. I'm not expecting Mario Wonder, but maybe it's an 80. I don't know. But that's it. Obviously, my counter picks. I pick college football because I think I think it's all the hype in the world. People that love college football, they obviously believe it's going to be 9 out of 10, best game ever. They learned all their mistakes. They're not going to make another Madden. Well, they are. It literally is just Madden. They're literally just repainting it, putting some college football things in there, and then they're saying, "Yeah, this is a new game." I really don't think people are getting their head straight on it. They're all blinded by nostalgia and they're believing that it's actually gonna be perfect. They're not gonna do anything sketchy or bullshit with it. So I'm really thinking that is gonna score pretty shitty. Maybe I'll lose a couple points, but I don't think it's scoring more than a 70. If anything, for nostalgia purposes, that's probably gonna give it bonus points, but I don't think it's gonna get anywhere damn close to an 80 or 90. Like, it's all gonna be nostalgia. Concord looks like dog shit. So honestly, that's like I hope to see that one fucking fail and go into the dirt. It looks awful. So yeah, I'm excited for that one to lose. I know that I that one's not even an if. That's a win. EA, that there's a possibility. I give it nostalgia that I might lose points. So
All right. In second place is yours truly with 63.4 points, projected to finish first at 149.2 points. My year, I mean, I only have 4 scores, so it's gone pretty well so far with the 4 games I've gotten. So, Dragon's Dogma 2 came in at 17 points off an 87 Open Critic. Unicorn Overlord, the game that nobody believed in, 18 points off an 88 Open Critic. Stellar Blade, 12 points off an 82. And then Nine Souls, 16 points off an 86. I was very proud of that pickup later in the year. So, I mean, I have the least amount of games scored, and I'm second place. So, I'm giving myself a thumbs up for my first 6 months of this year. My game still scores Metaphor, Refantasio, Frostpunk 2, Avowed, rudely counterpicked by TJ, Rift of the Necrodancer, my first what's looking like oopsie daisies, Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, Metro Awakening VR, Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, Star Wars Outlaws, Assassin's Creed Shadows, and the aforementioned Concord. I think my big slip-ups this year are going to be Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, not because it's a good game. I've never heard a single bad word whispered about the new mode or whatever they put out in that series, but who knows when it's actually going to come launch and get a score and whatever. So I jumped the gun on that one. I saw the Steam reviews and I was like, fuck it, let's get it. And then now there's no plan for a release. So I was like, damn, that one sucks. And Rift of the Necrodancer, if it does come out, it'll score good, but no one's even heard a whisper from that game. So, I mean, I think I have one drop in the super drop left, or maybe I just have a super drop left, so I might be up Shit's Creek without a paddle. But Metaphor Refantasio, I'm telling myself it's guaranteed 20 points. Frostpunk 2 just got recently delayed, but it appears that game's going to be really, really good. Stalker 2, Heart of Chernobyl, I've been recently hearing not as great things about it, so let's keep our fingers crossed. I don't know. Star Wars Outlaw, every time I see it, I'm more impressed with it, so I feel like that game's going to score at least in the 80s for me. And Assassin's Creed Shadows, we'll probably get 75, just like every fucking game that Ubisoft ever makes. So, and, look, I wasn't blind when I picked Concord. There's a 90% chance this game gets negative points for me. But preview runs did come out. And 9 out of 10 people said it was fun. So I don't know what the fuck to take from that. I don't know. I had a different look at it when I saw it. I was like, this looks perfectly fine. I don't know why people are so mad. It looks like a perfectly okay game. And is it going to fail? Absolutely. There's no way this game's going to succeed at all. All I care about is how it gets reviewed. I don't care if it succeeds that much. I have no horse in the race on this one. And it's not like Helldivers where I desperately wanted it to succeed, which it did, which was great for me. But Concord, I don't care if it lasts 6 months. I just want it to score okay. And I don't know what to take from people who played it say it plays well. So I don't know. We'll see. Maybe it gets negative. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I don't know what to take from that. And I have one spot left to fill. I did counter pick Silent Hill 2 remake. Sorry, DJ. It looks terrible. It looked real bad. The moment I saw it,
pretty rough.
the first time I saw it, I was like, that looks like they completely did not understand what Silent Hill 2 was, why Silent Hill 2 is so beloved.
Well, do you know who they picked to make the Silent Hill 2 remake?
Yeah, fucking no.
The people that made Layers of the people that made Layers of Fear.
Well, I mean, Layers of Fear is a good game, but it's also the people who made that Xbox.
But it's not
launch game,
that good. The thing is
medium.
that their games never really scored that well, and they picked them to make a cult classic.
Yeah, look,
out of everything.
Konami's so fucking stupid. Because look, they are sitting on some. Okay, I'm gonna go on a diatribe rant real quick. All right, Konami is sitting on some of the most popular video game franchises of all time: Metal Gear Solid and Silent Hill. You know, one's more successful than the other, obviously. But to bring them back, they could have gone to anybody and said, "We want a great team to remake this for us." You know, you think if they would have walked over to Sony and said, "Hey, we want you to pick a team to remake Metal Gear Solid 3." You think Sony could have given them a team? Yeah, Blue Point. Even though I know Blue Point wants to do their own thing, but yeah, I'm saying is like they could have easily shopped both of these games around and be like, "We want somebody of talent to make these games," and instead they picked a brand new studio that they made in house, Virtuoso, which does have remnants of the old Kojima studios in it, so maybe there's something there. And then Bloober Team, which never made a game that scored out of the 70s. And they're like, yeah, you make one of the most important horror games of all time.
Yep.
Go ahead, do it. It's like, all right, cool, yeah, sweet. And then, the trailer comes out, and now you got the CEO and project director of Bloober Team talking about how that trailer is not representative of the game. And I was like, what are you talking about? That's literally the fucking game. I was like, I don't know what you're talking about. Like, if that's not representative of the game, why the fuck did you show the trailer?
He goes on stage while it's playing, and he puts his hand above the "this is actual gameplay." See, it's not actual gameplay. Like, trust me, it does not show up. Promise.
And then when Silent Hill 2 remake showed up again, I believe the State of Play, was it? Or maybe it was a different show. I don't remember. All the shows kind of blend together for me. It showed back up a second time. I'm like, it looks the same shit. I was like, the gunplay looks like the most great value branded Resident Evil remake of all time. And the melee doesn't even look like you're hitting anything. And it sounds like you're hitting it with a fucking wet sponge. So, I don't know, man. I'm very down on Silent Hill 2. I'm sorry, but that's mostly because I want...
Yeah, no.
I like Silent Hill 2, so I want it to be way better.
That was one I saw it and I was like, grab it because it should crush. And then I got to that by the time a trailer actually came out and they're like, oh no, it's coming out for real this year. I can't drop anything. So it was like, yeah, that's going to be another L. Like, hopefully it can still pull a 70, but that's probably going to be an L.
Yeah. Now, the only thing I will say is maybe reviewers give it props because the story's good, because the narrative of Silent Hill 2 is fucking wild and crazy and awesome. It's like one of the craziest video game narratives of that era. But if I was a viewer, I wouldn't give it credit for that because it didn't do that. It was the original did that. So I don't know, man. But I do think it's going to score pretty bad.
The environments are actually very well made. That's the thing that Bloober Team's really good at. That's what Layers of Fear is all about, is environments. So they nailed the environments. They have the story to back up on, but yeah, they've never been good with humans. And you can just tell that they don't have any expertise in making stuff like this because the humans look fucking weird in this game. Like the way they talk, the way they move, it seems like a 2000 and I don't even know, like 5 in like animation style, like I don't even know. It's bad.
Which is crazy because when did the original Silent Hill 2 come out?
It's a good question. I don't know.
2001. So close.
Yeah.
Yeah. Somehow the Medium got a 75 on OpenCritic, which I have no. Probably because fucking IGN over here giving it an 8 out of 10. All right, cool, whatever. All right. Well, that leaves us with only one man to go over and one man to talk about. It is Frodo Baggins himself coming in at the first place with 87.45 points, but projected to finish second with 130 points because a lot of his games have come out. And his year, first on the fantasy draft, has gone like this. He started off with Persona 3 Reload, getting 18 points off an 88 OpenCritic. Prince of Persia, The Lost Crown, 17 points off an 87 OpenCritic. Then he hit a little bit of a lull, 6 points for Mario and Donkey Kong Remake off a 76 OpenCritic. Homeworld 3 got him 7 points off a 77. Tales of Kanzaru Zao, 6 points off a 76. Open Road, 0 points off a 70. Sandland, 4 points off a 74. And recently he picked up one of the best scoring games of this year so far in Animal Well, the 2D Metrovania surprise of the year. 19 points off 89 points off an 89 OpenCritic. And he's also bolstered by his counterpick of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, which is giving him 10 points off a 59 OpenCritic. His games
You're
yet to
welcome.
score are his games yet to score are Microsoft Flight Simulator 2024, which I have a funny story to tell you guys about that. Marvel's Wolverine, which is not coming out. Bo, The Path of the Teal Lotus, which is the next game to get reviewed in the coming weeks. And then The Legend of Zelda Echoes of Wisdom. He has 3 games left to pick up, and his second counter pick was Metro Awakening VR. Mr. Andrew, as a newcomer to the fantasy thing. So far, you've been impressive, but I do think it's just because other people don't have many games come out, because you went on a string of 5s and 6s that was crazy to see.
Yeah. I don't know. Those last 3, I'm kind of waiting on. You know, we've got games now, but like I'm waiting for those firm release dates, and then like just kind of people talk about if it's good or not, if they've gotten to see it. But I don't want to pick something up now that is confirmed for the year until there's a set release date. And then I also want to see what other people pick up and then try and steal that, because I do still have the 3 spots left. I have a super drop left, which I already talked to Mike about what I want to plan on doing with the super drop. So I'm gonna use it stealthily. But I gotta make sure like I can fill something with my super drop.
Tell everybody you're doing to keep it a secret.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So, but dude, I have $61 left. Like I can play like if I want certain games that do get, a firm release date for this year, they're gonna be I have that like leeway to where I can get it because I don't have to fight DJ on it, obviously, and everyone else. Like I can spend. I feel as if like I can spend more money because I still have my open slots. I have to make sure I don't waste it all, and then there could be other games that come out. So I gotta fill it. I gotta fill those spots wisely. I think Flight Simulator will do well for me. I'm hoping so. I think Path of the Teal Lotus will also do okay, and then Legend of Zelda is up in the air. It's gonna be good. It's not gonna be good. I don't know. I'm thinking hopefully
going to be good. Like, what?
Yeah, I'm hoping I get up. I'm hoping high 80s. We'll see. So yeah, that's kind of where I'm at. I saw DJ filling up quick. I was like, man, I don't want to do that. Like I gotta have a customer base, but I don't want to do it to where I don't want to do it to where it's November and I'm still 3 spots left. There's really not a whole lot coming out between now and then. So between then and the end of the year. So yeah. What's your story on Flight Simulator?
This guy was sitting over here watching the Xbox showcase, right? And he was just like, "Man, I hope Flight Simulator 2024 comes out this year." And I was like, I don't think you got anything to worry about, man. It's called Flight Simulator 2024. I think it'll make it. It'll be fine.
I meant more of a release date.
But he got his release date, and let me tell you what, that was his biggest pop of the Xbox showcase. He was so excited that he got his release date. So that was
finally got my release date.
All right, and that's it. To round out the current standings, it is HR Publishing, Mr. Andrew in first place. Ponyboy Studios, yours truly in second place. The King of Delays in third place. Useless Trivia Incorporated, DJ in fourth place. And from first to worst, so far, Digital Genius Interactive, Mr. Worthy Morgan, trying to claw his way back into fourth place contention. And DJ, I don't know. I think you're just trying to spiral at this point. I have no clue what's going on over there, man.
He's just fighting not to get punished for a third straight year.
It's crazy. I don't know how you pull it off, man. You probably had the best draft, and then it just goes down the shit.
I need to draft and then hand my login to someone else and be like, hey, don't give this to me until like the end of June.
Yeah. All right. Any last words on the fantasy critic? Let's go to Logan first. Shit. Maybe he won't go to Logan first. Maybe he passed out. I don't know. It could have happened. Are you there? Are you alive? No.
Who?
You.
Your
Oh,
name is
me.
Logan.
Sorry, my bad. What's up?
I said any last words on the fantasy so far this year.
Well, no, not really.
you don't have to
Hoping
say
some luck comes to me with my counter picks actually end up giving me points, because that would help quite a bit. Especially with the fact that I have 2 spots that are basically set on 0, which really sucks. So, but just like the last 2 years, I am the king of delays. It seems to be always the thing. I always have like 2 to 3 slots taken up by zeros, which really sucks. So, yeah. Other than that, excited to see what happens at the end of this year. As long as I'm not in last place like every other year, I should be good. So that's all that matters.
You haven't finished last once. Worthy finished last.
Exactly.
DJ
That's what I
finished
said.
last, so.
I don't want to finish last.
Yeah. DJ's going for the repeat. So. And the only reason Worthy finished last the first year is because you just forgot to do it. So he just forgot about it for 6 months. So I remember we scheduled the update episode. And he was like, "Oh, I was supposed to do something." I was like, "Yeah, man, it's fantasy."
So all the good games are picked up by then.
Speaking of Mr. Pinball Worthy Morgan, any last words on the year so far?
Oh man, not really. There's this one game I'm trying to find to pick up, but I cannot find it, and it comes out. And I've been watching it, and I finally got a release date. So I was trying to figure out maybe it'll come out. It's supposed to come out here in the next month or so. So we'll see if it gets added.
I don't know what you're talking about. So, all right,
Yeah.
Mr. Thorcar game
Astro
stuff.
Bot.
Well, it has released
Yeah,
September 6th.
really
Not-
just going
not that
to really praying that everything else goes solid. And I think NCAA is going to do good. And praying that Call of Duty does good, and maybe I won't come in last, but I'll be hanging on for dear life until then. So we'll see what happens.
Mr. Andrew, the only thing I have to ask is, can you hold me off?
It's gonna with setup with release dates right now. It's gonna come down to Flight Simulator and how well it does. Flight Simulator comes out November 19th. We're talking about a week before Thanksgiving, and 2 weeks later is Game Awards, and not much else will come out within that next month. So it could come down to that. Yeah, but it's gonna come down more of how those other games I picked up do well, and what else I can pick up by the end of the year if we get firm release dates. So
I'm
just gotta
really
hope.
glad you guys had no faith that I would somehow manage to get Star Wars Outlaws and Assassin's Creed Shadows.
You remember me? I had no faith in Outlaws. No
know
faith
you
at all.
did.
I didn't want to.
I didn't have faith in Outlaws either.
I didn't want to
and
touch
then
it.
And I don't like Star Wars.
And I spent my cash before
Shame.
Assassin's Creed got announced, so I was like, meh.
Well, even
Yeah,
if
play-
Assassin's Creed, that's Mike's game. I wasn't gonna fight him on that. I'm not gonna.
Fighting me.
Yeah.
Just money.
I'm not gonna try. I'm not gonna
Paper.
try and bid. I'll bid you. You would have went pretty high for that. It's Assassin's Creed.
I think he beat me by $1.
I don't remember. I can go back and look, but yeah, I'm pretty happy with the way the year's gone so far. Like I said, I do think I had some slip ups with not games that are going to score bad, or just things that I don't think are going to come out. At least 2 of them, and I'm running out of drops. So, but I do have some plans for additions. I have one game that I'm keeping in my back pocket, just waiting to see if anyone adds it on there. And I swear to fucking God, Worthy, if you take another game,
How much did he outbid you for Astro?
like $2.
Just $1? Oh,
Yeah.
How much did he spend?
19.
Oh my god! Jesus Christ. Mike,
Well,
you tell me
that's
you put
okay.
up 7. Are you telling me you
What
put up
ga-
17 for Astropod?
I forgot what game it was. Logan dropped like $15 on a game that no one even put another bid in for, and I was like, "You got it, I guess."
Alright,
I
buddy.
forgot what it was that he picked up, but he put some money down on one of them. I don't remember
Was
which
it
one it
Kingdom
was.
Come?
Was it
No, because
it
I
that?
put in
Kingdom
money for
Come, I
Kingdom
put down
Come,
quite a
so
bit.
Was it Life is Strange?
I don't remember. Maybe it was. I don't
It
know.
definitely wasn't Life is Strange. I wouldn't have put $15 on Life is Strange.
Or
Or
33
maybe it
Immortals,
wasn't
maybe?
15. I think one of the Thermitage and 33 Immortals, you put like more down than I was like, that's more money than I would ever think to spend on that one. But I could be wrong. I don't remember. Doesn't really matter, honestly. DJ's the only one that can't do anything. He's just done. He's over
done.
with.
He's just gotta
He's
sit there and
he's
hope.
just gonna
Hope.
Lock, loaded, and
back
praying.
He's gonna hope that we collectively agree on a new game to give him.
Okay. All right. Well, we do have a little bit left to go. Not too much more. I'm trying to get everybody out here, but we do have the ratings predictions to go. I'm gonna try to get everyone caught back up since Logan just refused to respond to me whenever I put these games. Actually, most of you guys just didn't respond to me. DJ is the only one that actually did keep up with it. So thanks, friends. I love you guys too. All right. The current ratings for everyone to know. This is where we predict what a game's going to get on Open Critic. For the scoring system's a little bit updated this year. If you get a bullseye, if you guess the exact score, you get 7 points. If you get 1 point away, you get 5 points, 2 points away, 4 points, 3 points away, 3 points, 4 points away, 2 points, 5 points away, 1 point. I added a extra scoring system, which has made the scores wild, let me tell you. If you completely swing and a miss, which means if you get 16 points and above, over, you get -7 points. 15 away, you get -5 points. 14 away, you get -4 points. 13 away, you get -3 points. 12 away, you get -2 points. And 11 away, you get -1 point. So that was the addition this year. I have not done the whole programming when it tells me how many negatives you guys have. I still got to work on that. But right now, the score set, Mike, also known as me, is in first place with 61 points. Worthy is in second place, consistently just on my ass at 59 points. Man never leaves me alone in anything we do. Third place goes to Logan. He's perpetually in third place on everything. 39 points. Andrew at 29 points. And DJ with, I'm pretty sure, the most amount of negative points. Because he apparently didn't plan for that. Which is fair. I didn't say it until later. But he has 17 points right now. The bullseyes, Logan's actually spot on with a lot. He has 5 bullseyes most of the year so far. I have 2 bullseyes, tied with Worthy for 2 bullseyes. Andrew has 1 bullseye, and DJ, he ain't got none, man. I'm sorry.
Yep.
In terms of zeros, I have 8 zeros on the board. Worthy has 6 zeros on the board. Andrew and DJ have 10 zeros on the board. And Logan, while you may have the most bullseyes, you also have the most zeros on the board. Partial of that's because you just didn't say anything. So, so we're gonna go through now these and predict and put some scores on the board that aren't on here. So as I go through this, DJ, I lied. Logan, I need a prediction from you for Planet of Lana.
What is it?
Planet of Lana. Good luck, man. For reference, I predicted a 78, DJ 74, Worthy 75, and Andrew, I haven't put this one in for you, but I do have the screenshot.
77.
So I mean, there you go.
You might as well price it. You might as well price it right at all.
Yeah. And hold on,
No.
I got oh, you didn't even put that on here. Oh, no, Planet of Lana, you got 76. Okay. All right, next up, DJ. I need a score for you from Mina the Hollower because you put not gonna release, and then I just need a score. We're not doing the not release this year, so.
Okay. I'll go 77.
77. All right. Hey, that's in line with Logan. Everyone else thinks he's going to score more, so. Oh, it's going down. DJ, I need a score from you from Avowed, even though you think it doesn't come out. But if it does come out, which it looks like it's going to.
For which game?
What's the score? Avowed.
Avowed?
For reference, I predicted 86, Logan 82, Worthy 87, and Andrew, 85.
I'm going to go 83, even though I counterpicked it and wanted to get below in dog shit.
Might as well get some points somewhere.
Yeah.
All right. Logan, I need a prediction for Metroid Awakening VR.
Ooh, let's see. 80.
Why'd you give it an 82, Mike? Jesus Christ. You have that much faith in it?
Have you ever
It's
played a
Metro.
Metro game?
Yeah, I was like, it's Metro. That's what I'm
I've seen stuff. Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright,
Metro's great.
Logan, I need a prediction for Deep Rock Galactic Survivor, even though I don't think it's going to come out, but I need a prediction nonetheless.
78.
78. All right. You get a 0 on that one. You get a 0 on that one. By the way, the guys who like didn't get scores in, the way I did it, whatever. So if no one went negative, everyone just got a 0 who didn't predict. If someone went negative, the people who didn't predict just got the same score that they did to make it fair and even. So, yeah, Andrew didn't get anything on Sandland. So, all right, Logan, I need a prediction on Bo, the Path of the Teal Lotus. For reference, I said 78, DJ said 77, Worthy said 78, Andrew said 80.
78.
78. All right. Has Multiverses actually got a... Yeah, it is, so that's 0. That's released. All right. Animal Well, too late. All right. Logan, Worthy, and Andrew. No, Andrew, I got yours here. Never mind. So Logan and Worthy, I need a score on Cat Quest 3. Cat Quest 3, gentlemen.
Hang on.
78.
I got
78.
I sent something a long time ago.
Yeah.
I had all my
You said
scores.
70. You have 72 right
There we
now.
go. No, I sent a list of scores, and then I sent a list of everything that we still needed to score.
Yeah, I know. You said Cat Quest 3, 72. I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah. Oh, okay. Cool.
So I don't need
Yeah.
you.
I said Cat Quest at 78 on
Cat
April.
Quest at 78. So everybody but me and Andrew put 78. All right, Kingdom Come Deliverance, Logan. I need a score from you and Worthy of that as well. Andrew, what the fuck is this? Kingdom Come, you said 75.
Yeah.
DJ said
What about it?
77 too. So
What about it? It's not going to be that good. Shut up.
Okay, Logan, what's your prediction on Kingdom Come Deliverance?
91.
Oh my
Dang, going big with it. I said 86. So Worthy, what do you got, man?
I said 78.
Well,
God.
man, y'all
In
have no
April.
fucking faith.
No, we do not.
You did
I
78 in
didn't know
April, you
anything.
said?
Yeah, I sent you this stuff in April.
I guess I missed
I'm
it.
looking at
God.
it right here on my phone.
Worthy,
Oh,
I'm
my
not gonna
bad.
lie. I'm not gonna lie. We weren't doing shit in April. We weren't doing absolute shit.
Yeah, I was out. I was out for the world to see. All right, Star Wars Outlaws. I need a prediction from Logan and Worthy. For reference, I said 79, which I'm now realizing is very low. DJ 76. Andrew said a 71 because he's actually I almost said the bad word. He's actually
Yeah,
dumb.
I'm not though. It's not gonna be that well.
It's gotta be more
That
than
well?
71. Come on.
I don't know, man.
Oh my god, you're such a hater.
Yes. What did I say for that one?
Alrighty, Logan, what do you got? Star Wars Outlaws.
So wait, Outlaws? Dude, I'm thinking like an 84 or 85.
Well,
I'm
to be
gonna
fair,
say
I
84.
predicted this a while
84.
ago, so it's a bit unfair, but I don't really care that much.
That's fair.
We're all
I'll
having
do
fun here.
84.
Yeah.
I mean, to be honest, like in the same boat, yeah, like I didn't have a lot of faith because like they weren't really showing a lot of info. But yeah, now that it's out, like, and you've seen it, yeah, it's definitely like 84 for sure for me.
All right, Worthy, do you have a prediction for Star Wars Outlaws?
Yeah, I said 76.
You said 76. Okay, fair enough. Hey, at least you're playing it fair. I just must have missed all these. I'm sorry. There was a lot of stuff going on. All right, and then the last one that I only need from you, Logan, until we all need to pick a couple. Steam World Heist 2. For reference, I said 84. TJ said 71. Andrew said 76. And I don't know what Worthy said because I don't have it. So
85.
you said 85 and Worthy said 80. Damn, Logan's the highest.
No,
one.
I said
All right.
88.
88. My bad. Okay, so Worthy's the highest one. All right. And now that's all the gaps caught up. So now it's time for us to predict the new ones that we've added, starting with Assassin's Creed Shadows. And since this is my game, it's only fair that I predict first. Here's the thing. I want it to be really, really good because it's Assassin's Creed Japan. But I know my brain's not going to stop connect. By the way, you messed up playing Ghost this year. It's
Oh, I
gonna
know,
be a
like,
bad
I
comparison.
saw that. I saw that and I was like, man, now I'm gonna have to play Assassin's Creed within the next when it comes out. I'm gonna have to play it as soon as I can because I'm gonna want to compare it and it's I hope it's not I hope it's close, but at the same time I don't want to be okay, they took Ghost and split what he became into two characters. I don't want that, but we'll see what happens.
Here's my problem. Assassin's Creed games, regardless of the quality, score well, and I don't know how to rectify
Yeah.
that in my brain. Valhalla has an 83, and I'm like, that game is not an 83 in the
Literally
slightest.
everyone I was hyped for it, and then I saw 83 or 85 version. I was like, oh, I'll get it. And then you and 3 or 4 other people that I talked to Assassin's Creed were like, it's more repetitive than Odyssey and just kind of a shit story. And I was like, oh,
It's
okay,
massively more
well,
repetitive than Odyssey. So
that
all right, well,
that bummed me out so much.
I was bouncing around between 79, 80, and 81, and I don't know, man. I gotta have a little bit of faith here that they've been toiling away on this. It's been 4 years since Valhalla came out, so I gotta have some sort of faith that they've been toiling away. So I will say an 82 for Assassin's Creed Shadow. Mr. Birdman, what do you have?
74.
74. That's fair, man. It's this one
I
I don't
mean,
know. This one I have no clue.
like,
So
I would be happy if I was wrong about it because I would love to see a good Assassin's Creed game, but man, they're not really doing a good job of making it look good, in my
yeah.
opinion.
But like I said, Valhalla has an 83, so it's I don't know how to predict this score. So
Yeah.
because I don't think Valhalla is good, and I think Odyssey's even worse. So who's next? I don't know. I'm not even looking at the screen no more. That would be. Let's just go to DJ. What do you got,
DJ.
man?
I'm gonna go 82. I think
82 as well.
yeah, I don't even know what to think, so I'm just going 82.
Yeah, it's one of those I don't know, man. It could be a shit game and still score well, so that's what I don't know what to do.
Yeah,
You know?
it's one of those. I played Odyssey. I skipped Valhalla, even though I still part of me wants to play it. I skipped Origins, and I've just I don't know. I've tried them when they've come out, and then either played it all the way like I did with 3 and Black Flag, or I play a third of it like the other 2 or 3. Then I played Odyssey all the way, but
Worthy.
yeah.
I had to score 82 also.
All right. Well,
on
it's
that one.
382s. Andrew.
I'm gonna go 77.
77. All right, coming in the middle. All right, that brings us. Brings us? What the hell does that mean? That brings us to Concord next.
You thinking? You thinking?
Yeah.
I'm gonna go. I'll do 72 for me. I don't think it'll do. I think it'll do okay.
I mean, you're right around what I was thinking. So I
Yeah.
know Logan's going real low with this one, so that's okay. Well, see, I was thinking 70 or 71, the hard line. So I'll stick with 71 to be fair, since you jumped ahead. Logan, what do you got for us, man?
Well, 64.
64.
Jesus
Okay.
Christ.
I mean,
that's fair.
have you listened to the previews? They're actually way
Yes,
better than
I
I thought they
have.
were going to be.
The thing is, just because it's serviceable right now, whenever it comes out, people are going to figure out how mediocre it is at its full. Because it's basically a Destiny shooter game without the Overwatch Ultimate abilities, and then with a very bland and boring cast of characters in which they're going to be doing boring ass clips every week or whatever they're going to be coming out with to add more story to this non-story game. Yeah, I've listened to all of it. It. Just because people think that the shooting is fun because they're playing the beta, wait till it fully releases and people figure out how much you get in a $40 package of a video game. It's nothing compared to what Helldivers gave you. It looks awful.
Fair enough. I disagree, but fair enough. DJ.
I'm at a 72.
72. And Worthy.
I was actually going to kind of pick it the week that he did, but I'm 68.
68.
I
All
think
right.
it goes just below 70.
Hey, it's fair. Like I said, if it does, it does. Fuck it. I don't know. I got metaphors. That's gonna score like an 80, 94, so I don't really care that much. All right, The Legend of Zelda: Echoes of Wisdom. Andrew, this is a you game, so you go first, sir.
Legend of Zelda. So I'm gonna go. I'll go 88 on it. I think it'll do. It's a Legend of Zelda. I think it'll be okay.
I don't know if it's gonna go that high, but worthy.
84. Just
84.
because Link's like the main protagonist in it.
No, Link's not the main protagonist.
I know.
Oh, okay. DJ.
I'm gonna go 85.
Logan.
Well, I think it's gonna be like a
Well.
72.
Wow.
All right. Not high on it, huh?
Wait, what?
So not high on it, huh?
No.
Do you have a reason?
It's a side the Zelda game. It's not like it's a mainline game, and it's definitely a side game that is just copying and pasting what was already done, just with actual Zelda being the main character. It doesn't look to be doing anything that exciting. It looks serviceable, and it keeps the Nintendo fans busy. So it's like it's gonna get like a 72. That doesn't mean it's a bad game. It's good. It's just I don't think it's gonna blow people away. I think they're gonna figure out real quick that it's really just the same thing.
Hmm. Respectfully, I disagree. It's Zelda. They don't.
That's fair.
I don't think it's ever scored lower than an 80, a single Zelda game ever. So I have to go above 80 just by nature. If it's not, Logan, you win. Whatever, cool.
Yeah.
But I'll go 83 just to be nice to the world out there. But it's probably gonna score higher than that. All right, Astrobot. Worthy, this is your game. There's a right answer to this prediction. If you don't fucking give it right now,
You
I'm
better
gonna
make
be
it.
very bad. All right. What's your prediction for Astrobot?
94.
That's what I'm fucking talking
Oh.
about, baby. Let's go. Let's fucking
Oh.
go. Angie, what your dumb ass got to say?
I think it's a PlayStation, like a heartfelt PlayStation game. I know it's gonna be above a 90. I'll go. I didn't think it would be. I don't know about high 94. I'll do 91. I think it'll be. It should be good.
DJ.
You got to get in the character, and you got to be like, Mr. Frodo, what do you think is gonna be for Astrobot?
Sorry.
I'm gonna give it a
Wait,
90.
why am I Samwise?
90. I don't know. Like,
Because you look like
Thank
him. I
you.
don't know.
All right, sorry. What'd you get?
I've met
well,
some.
Worthy's definitely Merry or Pippin. I just don't know who would be the opposite to him. I'm gonna give it a
That's crazy.
95. I think.
Hey, at least he didn't call you one of the fucking orcs, so that's good. So
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of the orc, Logan, what do you got?
Let's see. We'll do 86.
Okay, a little bit more realistic prediction. All right, I got a little above
Yeah.
and beyond. I am gonna say 97. I'm just kidding. No, that's
Oh,
wild.
Jesus Christ.
No, I am so fucking excited. Astrobot is my most anticipated game of the year right now. As as we move forward, I fucking love Astrobot. I think it's awesome that PlayStation has gone back to this kind of like platformer style. It's what I grew up on. It's what I love. So I'm very excited. I don't think it's 94 worthy. I think you're crossing your
Yeah.
fingers, hope to pray there. But I do
Yep.
think it is a phenomenally scored game. I think it sits at an 88 when all is said and done. So, all right, Mr. Logan, the next three are yours. So strap in. Wait, yeah, three. There we go.
You're missing. You're missing one too.
Am I?
Yeah, you're missing Call of Duty.
Oh, that's right. Fuck me. Okay, I'll put it at the end. All right. Anyway, Metal Slug Tactics, Mr. Birdman. What do you think it's gonna go?
I think it's gonna be like in just straight 80.
Straight 80.
Yep.
Not a twisted 80.
Nope.
Not a gay 80.
Not a curve. Not a
Whoa,
curved
whoa,
80.
whoa,
Not a
Whoa,
curve.
whoa. I can say that. I don't care. No one listens anyway. All right. I'll say 77 because I don't know. It looks cool on the page. DJ, what do you got?
I'm gonna go 77. Also, I think.
It looks good on here. Worthy.
74.
74. Okay. No faith in the Metal Slug. Andrew.
I'm gonna price this right. You guys go 76.
Oh, sorry, Mr. Baggins. Oh, Mr. Frodo. Sorry. 76. Would you say?
Yep.
Hey, by the way, have you watched season 2 yet?
I
What?
just started. Just started it. First episode. Guys, to go get. I started Peaky Blinders, so I'm on season 2
Oh,
now.
it's so good. Love
Yeah.
Peaky
Oh no, I was
Blinders.
talking to DJ about Lord of the Rings. I don't know.
Oh.
Because we
Oh.
talked
No,
about Mr. Frodo, so
I don't
Just
even
started
think
season
I
2 yet.
finished season 1 of Ring of Power.
yeah, it wasn't very good, was it? I
Horrible.
finished it, but
Okay.
it wasn't very good.
Well then, yeah. No, I still started Peaky Blinders on season 2 now, so it's
God, Peaky Blinders
phenomenal.
is fucking incredible.
Peaky
Phenomenal.
Blinders is amazing, dude.
Killian,
so
Killian
good.
Murphy. Oh my god. Oh my god. Peaky Blinders.
You
Oh,
haven't even
so
got to the
good.
no fucking fighting scene. It's amazing.
Dude, the
Oh, it's
ending of
so
season
good.
1, I'm in the middle of the plane. It's
I
pitch
think I'm on
black.
season 3 or 4 of that show. I need to keep back on it. You know.
It's pitch black because it's 11 o'clock at night. We're flying back, so everything is shut. It's just the ending of the scene. I'm just sitting there in my seat shaking, and everyone else is just trying to watch the fucking soccer game that's on. Like, what a great fucking ending to the first season. Shit.
Dude, if you side note here, tangent, diatribe, if you want to talk about one of the greatest opening 10 minutes to a TV show ever is Peaky Blinders.
Dude,
season
the
1, episode
intro
1.
music is so
Fucking-
good.
Yes,
Yeah,
dude.
Every time.
Oh, it gets me going. Oh, it gets me hard as shit.
I didn't know
Oh.
you watched it, Mike. I was gonna say I love that show.
Yeah, we talked about it on the show, but that's okay. It's fine. Logan, Life
Yeah,
is
well, I
Strange double
wasn't there.
exposure.
So
No, you were. It's fine.
No,
It's when we
that
were
was so
doing
long
it,
ago. That was so long ago.
Life is Strange double exposure. What's your prediction?
for me,
Yes, you. It's your game.
I'm gonna be more realistic and say 78.
All right. I'll go. Here's the thing. Color me wrong. I'm like a pseudo Life is Strange fan, as in I've played all but the last one. I've played all of them but True Colors. Don't people hate Max Caulfield? Like, I thought we all hated her as a character, and now everyone's
The
excited
Max
that she's back.
Caulfield was literally the first girl from the
Yeah, and I
first
thought everybody
movie.
disliked her as a character.
I
I
liked
don't
her.
like
I
her.
disliked everyone else. I disliked the
Aw.
blue hair girl way more.
Wow, I love the blue hair girl. I fucking hate Max. She's
I
so
thought she was
annoying.
fucking annoying compared to Max.
Oh, I think Max is annoying.
Yeah.
Sounds
Oh.
pretty strange to me.
That's funny. Good job. Idiot.
I love it.
All right. All right, troll number 2. Not troll, sorry.
Rude.
Orc.
Thank you. Yeah, I couldn't think of it. I'll say 79. Just the one up. Worthy, what do you got? Let's keep you details.
73.
73. All right, DJ.
I'm gonna go 72.
72. And finishing up with the least person who cares, Andrew.
Why would I not care?
I said it
I
the
don't
wrong way.
know.
I meant that we didn't care about. Is what I meant to say, but I screwed
First
up.
There we go.
one.
That makes sense.
Fair enough.
I'll do 77. Why not?
All right, almost done. Logan, what is Mario and Luigi Brothership gonna get?
I think 82.
82. All right, DJ.
81.
81. Worthy.
78.
78. No faith. No
I
faith for
never really
Mario
liked
out
these
of
games.
Mario. What are you talking about? Mario and Luigi Brothership is like a pseudo sequel to Super Mario RPG.
It's the DS versions. I played the first one and I never could get into it.
But it's like a it's still like a Super Mario RPG. Whatever. It's fine. I'm not gonna argue
It's-
with whatever.
I don't like it.
Andrew, what do you got?
I'm not arguing with the Mario man. I'll do 84.
84. All right. I'll price is right, everybody, and just say fucking 80. I don't know. I have no clue what the game's gonna score. All right. Black Ops 6 DJ, you're first on the board.
I need it to be like an 81, so that's what I'm going with.
All right. Hold on, I need to check something real quick. Hold on.
You checking how low my preferred 3 scored?
Oh no, I know how low it is. I don't care. I'm checking. I'm checking Cold War score.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, it seems to be pretty accurate to what it should be.
75. Ooh, that's unfortunate.
Yeah.
I don't know why. There's something in my gut that I am way more excited about this Call of Duty than I've been since a
Is it
long
the new
time,
movement
honestly.
system? I mean, because the
No,
new
new
it has
movement
nothing
system
to do
looks
with
pretty
the
fucking
gameplay.
dope.
Yeah,
think it's
that's a
just-
big reason for me is a new movement.
No, because I suck at these games, so that new movement is just gonna make me worse. Like, that does nothing for me but make me worse at the game. Because everyone else is gonna be really good, and I'm just gonna be running in a straight line. So,
Yeah.
I don't
can't
know.
wait to only be playing for kills. This is gonna be so great.
God, I'm gonna fucking boot you from my friend group. I don't know. I'm excited about it. I can't tell why, but I'll say 77. No, nah, god damn it, because it looks so fucking good. My brain hurts. 79. I don't know.
Mm.
Logan,
I'll say 78.
Worthy.
Well, Black Ops 3 scored an 81, and Black Ops 4 scored an 83.
Yeah,
I
but
think
Cold
this is
War
gonna be
got a
more on par with that.
75, so
That's gonna be
Yeah.
way more better than those two. Yeah.
I think it's
Yep.
gonna
hey, you
be.
back the fuck
in
up. Black
be-
Ops 3 is awesome.
I think it's taking aspects from Black
Eh.
Ops 3 and 4 a
I love
bit.
Black Ops 3.
So I'm gonna go 82.
Alright.
Just go in the middle of them.
Well, I'm just gonna choose. I'll just keep it all in order. I'm gonna go 80. So we're all in order.
All right. Well, I think we're all caught up right now. I'll try to do a much better job of getting some of this stuff in line. I realized going through this, I actually missed one of the games that got a score now. So,
I actually scored at MOL, but I only put 74 on it, so it didn't matter.
Well, I mean, that was one that like surprised. Like I picked it up and I didn't even bother to.
I knew it was
predict
gonna be good. I didn't know it
know.
was gonna be good, that good. I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I predicted 84. By the way, what'd you say Animal Well was? What'd you
74.
predict? You said you predicted 74.
Yeah, it didn't matter.
Okay. I just want to make sure you didn't get less than -5 because
I was
gave
trying to
everybody
think of anything else.
Yeah, because DJ was the only one that put a score in. He got -5, so everybody got -5. But yeah, you still get a -5 with it. I
Yeah.
didn't change anything. So, and I think everyone's caught up. All right. Wait, no, I saw an NA. Oh, well, it doesn't really matter. DJ, give a random fucking prediction for Marvel's Wolverine because I don't have one for you. It's not coming out, but
For which game?
Marvel's Wolverine. For reference, I
Oh,
got an 88. Everyone else gave it a 90. So
I'll put it as an 85. I think it would do good. It's just not going to come out.
yeah, no, it's not gonna come out. So. All right, and I think we're all caught up, which does, in fact, ladies and gentlemen, bring us to the end of our show and episode. Everyone who's been watching and listening, we just want to take this time and thank you from the bottom of our hearts. Without your support, we cannot be doing what we're trying to do here on the XP Podcast. But please don't forget to tell everyone out there that likes video games in the slightest that maybe, just maybe, they'll find us entertaining and fun and hopefully it's knowledgeable. But if you do like what we did here, please go over to the YouTube channel, go over to our Patreon, check out the bi-monthly show run by me and Andrew. It's called the XP Podcast. We talk about news, we talk about cool things happening in the industry, and we talk about all the different games we've been playing, which I'm trying to get off of MLB, so that's not all I have to say. I'm working on it, guys. Give me a break. But coming up shortly, I'm pretty confident in saying at least the 4 faces you see right here, the voice won't be included in this, but we're probably more than likely going to sit down and give you in-depth, probably very long discussion on NCAA, on college football 25 or whatever the fuck it's called. I don't even remember. But you're probably going to, frankly, ridiculously long discussion where we just sit down there and talk about all the good and the bad once we've had time to experience it. So look into that. And I can announce on this show, Andrew and I will eventually play Doom and we'll give you a review on that. All right, any last words, everybody?
Well,
No.
good luck to the rest of the season.
Yeah, we'll give you an update, DJ, of what we collectively let you have for the last plot.
I'm gonna get back to first. Watch.
All right. No, hey, cool, man. Yeah, ain't gonna happen. I ain't giving up this year, man. I let you have the win last year, all right? I made one mistake. Fucking Avatar killed my entire year. Fucker. And it's not even good now that I realize it. So,
Good
All
well,
right,
score 90.
Logan, your last one. Say something. What do you got?
Well, uh, you know, never trust EA when it comes to sports games. That's it.
Doesn't NHL score like in the 80s every single year? All right, you guys have a great rest of your week from listening to this. We'll catch up with you guys on next week's episode of the XP Podcast, which is coming out. I'm currently working on it. We're going to talk about a PlayStation franchise that is no longer getting a movie, so keep it tuned and keep it locked to that. It should be a fun discussion. All right, everybody. Y'all have a good one, and we'll talk to you guys later. See you.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.